Hello and welcome to Still Got Legs, a Doctor Who Rewatch podcast brought to you by Another Happy Studios.
Sorry everyone, I was just in my Nathan form. It's actually me, Zygon Lawrence, and this is a Zygon invasion.
Hello everyone, welcome to Still Got Legs, the only Doctor Who Rewatch podcast in the world. There are absolutely no others that exist, and even if they did, they were probably big scary monsters in disguise or something, so don't trust them or they'll kill you.
No.
And then you'll be racist because of that. My name is Nathan, and as always, I'm joined by my wonderful companion as we go on this fantastic journey through all of time and space and rewatch all of Doctor Who. Hello, Lawrence. We are back, baby!
Let's go!
We're fucking back!
We're back, and there's no baby in the house currently, so I can shout and be loud.
You've had a baby.
I've had a baby, man.
You got a little boy.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Fuck! Can I say that?
No, he is a little boy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. we were keeping little boy stum until baby was here.
Yes.
I don't know why, really. That was just something we kind of got locked into doing, and then I was like, oh, now I feel weird about it.
So yes, for people. Well, for everyone, I guess. You'll be like, what the fuck? You've not been gone. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
We've been gone, all right? Like, everything you heard up until now was recorded, like, at least, 6 weeks ago, probably more or so. And we took a break while Lawrence was having a little boy. A little baby, little Nathan Jr. as he's named.
Yep. I campaigned for Blomfell Foch Passamir Day Slitheen, but you're not on it.
A good name, not as strong as Nathan Jr. though. So I
but
think...
it sounds like it's your baby.
And it is.
No.
But we're back. We're giddy. We're excited to be back
We
and to
are.
record some podcasts. It feels good to be back. And also, I got very confused when I started that intro because I was like, hold on a minute. It took me a second. I was like, something's wrong here, but I can't tell what. And I was like, wait, that's me. No.
That's it. I'm hearing my own voice. Mate, this is weird, right? Because I was like, we are like two giddy kids, and in true Still Got Legs fashion, we did plan to record this yesterday, and then lo and behold,
Yes.
a delay.
We also planned to record this 6 weeks ago. And then lo and behold, a baby.
Yeah. We very much, it wasn't a shock or anything, but we very much, my wife and I had a little appointment, and the doctors made it very clear to us, clear your schedule. Because
the babies are coming.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh Lord, he coming.
I remember having a little I was in Starbucks in the hospital, and I texted Nathan, and I told you what was the plan, and you were like, realistically, how many more could we bank? And I went, no, you don't get it, Chief. We're done.
It's over.
We had such high hopes to do all of Series 9, and it just didn't happen. Obviously, yeah.
Lofty goals now that I think about it. Really,
yeah. Achievable, but we both took a few days off. Podageddon wasn't as intense as it maybe sounded because we did.
It was quite intense. It
was still way too many podcasts for a couple of weeks. Yeah,
it was also all the Patreon stuff as well.
That's true. Yeah, that's what the people don't understand or frankly know about. So educate yourselves before you
care. Really.
Yeah, yeah. You got it. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. Anyway. Fuck. How do we do this?
I think we typically start with some fun banter. Nathan, have you got any fun banter for us?
Has this not been our fun banter?
Oh, we do fun. Oh, I tell you what. I typically say something along the lines of, Nathan, what are we talking about today?
Lawrence, oh fuck yeah, you do. Today, oh shit, I should have updated this. We are talking about episode either 123 or 124, okay? I think it might be 124 because on my notes here, which I haven't updated in 6 weeks, it says episode 123, The Woman Who Lived, which I believe was the last one. So
the girl who died was the one before.
Yeah,
right?
that's what. So I'm right.
So woman who, yes.
So you're saying no, I'm not right for no reason at all.
No, I don't know what I'm saying.
No, you just wanted to contradict me, didn't you?
Maybe.
Maybe it's not good to be back.
No. Isn't it nice to know that with 6 weeks we still haven't had enough prep time to get squared off?
It's great. It's lovely. Yes, but it is, regardless of that, in season 9, it's episode 7. It is written by Peter Harness, directed by Daniel Netheim.
Ooh.
which I maybe pronounced it wrong. I do apologize. It is. Shut up. It is the Zygon invasion.
Oh, not to be confused with the Zygon inversion.
No, that's next week.
Yeah. Wow. That confused me looking at the schedule. Nathan's done the same episode twice in the schedule. What a buffoon.
No, I haven't. I've done everything correctly. Lawrence, what are your general thoughts on this episode?
Nathan, I'm glad I already like this episode because now I love it even more because it was a great return to Doctor Who for me. Right?
Yes.
I watched this. I did make notes. Also, this is an episode that really benefits from watching twice as well.
It really does. Yeah.
So that was really, really lucky of us. We planned it all along to do it like this. Man, this is sick. This is a great episode of Doctor Who. As good as part ones can be. Like this is a top shelf part one. I think it's like there's a breakneck pace to it that's really good and unrelenting. It accurately reflects how like a covert invasion would just completely fucking catch you off guard, and like the characters are scrambling to catch up with it. Like this is as close to a political thriller as you can get for a silly little sci-fi show. And I like it. And I also think, having never seen Secret Invasion, maybe they could have taken some notes.
The Marvel Secret Invasion.
The Nick Fury, there's green people.
The Emilia Clarke.
Emilia Clarke is a super green person.
She's got that arm.
She's got that arm.
She's got Drax's arm. Yeah.
She's got that Quagmire's been wanking arm.
She's got that Quagmire's jerking it arm.
But yeah, man, great episode. What do you think?
Okay. Interesting on the Secret Invasion thing. I probably, in hindsight, probably could have. They could have done with a watch of this show. This is goated, man. This is goated with the source. It's great. It catches you off guard at the beginning, being like, hey, what if we did a sequel to Day of the Doctor?
What?
Do you remember that storyline we just forgot about during that episode? Boom, we're back. All right. So that's pretty fun right off the bat.
Yeah.
Just really intriguing storyline. The parallels, obviously, to it was deep at the time. It was incredibly timely. Like in 2014, 2015, like everything with like ISIS and Islamic extremism was like quite prevalent. Okay, and this is obviously like taking a lot of cues and inspiration from real world events and stuff like that. Even in terms of like visuals and aesthetics and everything, there's clearly a lot of real world parallels been drawn and inspiration and stuff. And it's really well done. I think it's a really interesting storyline. I think you're absolutely right in terms of like Secret Invasion. Of the two, this is definitely one which is much more just better handled in pretty much every sense of the word.
They're one-to-one counterparts, right? A bunch of secret shape-shifting cunts have kind of integrated in the world, and now suddenly that's a political problem. Like
they are pretty much one-to-one, and also like and people are wary of those shape-shifting cunts because they're monsters and whatnot.
Because they might take our jobs.
Because they'll take our jobs and our benefits, which we get. All right.
Yes. And somehow they'll take all the jobs and all the welfare.
This is no. They're taking all our jobs and then they're not working. What do you mean?
They come here, they contribute nothing while simultaneously taking all my jobs. The doctor jobs I'm qualified for.
Yeah, they're taking every one of my jobs. This is crazy, man.
It's typical, Nathan. The NHS is dying because no one wants to work there. But my God, you wouldn't want to go there, Nathan. Have you seen the sort?
Bloody hell. Could have been me. Anyway.
Before we get clipped out of context.
And it's part one, okay? But I believe as part ones go, it is a banger to be certified. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll see if it's. We must have had some double certified bangers when we recorded.
I think we definitely have. Yeah.
I feel like Human Nature and
certainly. Yeah.
Those people. Yeah.
Yeah, very good stuff.
I forgot the name of the second part of the Human Nature thing.
Family Blood.
That's my head went family, and then I was like, those people. No, it's the Human Nature. Those people.
No, not those people. There goes Lawrence being racist.
No, they're gonna take our jobs.
He's othering again.
I can't believe it.
The fucking family gonna take our jobs, man.
The family of job stealers.
Yeah.
Nathan, where do we open up this wonderful episode?
We open up with a a flashback to Day of the Doctor. It's like a little title card, and it's like, once upon a time there were 3 doctors, and then you see like 10th, 11th from the War Doctor and stuff, and it's all just clips from the 50th special, and then it's like, and there were also 2 Osgoods, and it's like, oh, look at us, we're Osgoods. I was a Zygon, and now I'm not a Zygon. And then they're all like, hey, we're gonna fucking blow you up. We're gonna blow up Earth unless you be nice to each other and stuff. And then they're all like, all right, we'll cancel the detonation. We'll figure this out in about 2 years, though, because we're going to forget about it for now, because, Doctor, you got shit to deal with.
Yes,
all right? You got bigger stuff on your plate
Matt Smith's got to regenerate.
Yeah.
He's got to do all that.
He's crazy, man. But then we open up. Then it's like, now we're back, okay? And we see Osgood, and then there's 2 Osgoods.
Yes.
And she's like, hello, we're Osgood. And there's a box or whatever.
I was really trying to think of what's the plural for Osgood, and it just obviously doesn't exist. Osgreat, maybe.
Osgreat. It's Osgeese, obviously.
Silly me. It did make me. You're absolutely right. You said it a minute ago, right? But the drop plot threads of Day of the Doctor, it really did make me go, oh yeah, I really do just forget shit. Like if it doesn't, like at the end of that Day of the Doctor episode, I'm like, the doctors are standing in a line and I'm clapping. Yeah. And just fuck whatever the rest of it was. I forgot.
Yeah, there was something about Zygon. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, Stacey was a Zygon or something. Who cares?
Stacey was a Zygon. Yeah.
Not important. Anyway.
No, who cares?
Not important.
So the 2 Osgoods, the Osgeese,
the Osgeese.
That's gonna get real fun. The Osgeese are explaining Operation Double, the Zygon peace treaty. Yes. Essentially, they've resettled and rehoused 20 million Zygons on Earth. And they're making a video. That's a fucking lot of Zygons.
No small number of Zygons, and not an easy task, I would imagine. But,
no, just assimilating them into people. How are they doing that? Are they taking on like random forms? Did they say?
They said something like people who are. I think they're taking on like maybe recently deceased or something. They said something like.
That's so offensive. I'm wearing a dead gun.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. They definitely said they're taking on some kind of some form. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. But they're definitely taking on like something. I can't remember.
My head just went, fucking hell, is that Madeline McCann walking around?
I think, fucking hell.
Look at her go.
Madeline McCann mentioned on the pod. Jesus Christ.
First one, maybe.
I think it might be, yeah. I think Unit would be smart enough not to be like, oh yeah, my nan who's just died, Now there's just a Zygon cutting about as my nan, I think they're smart enough not to do that,
Do you reckon you get a say in it? Like, how do the Zygons get a say in who they like assimilate into, right? Like, because there are 2 that get stuck as 2 like fucking little girls and have to go to school every day. Like that must suck.
I think the implication is there that they are quite young though.
Oh, but then they turned into big Zygons, didn't they?
Yeah, but that's the only. But you're assuming that's Zygons age the same way we do. Okay, you're assuming the size of a big Zygon means old adult. Okay.
Oh no. I'm being Zygon racist.
You're being Zygon racist, Lawrence. Because Kate at one point does say there's been radicalization in the younger brood, and I think it is implied that they are, whilst they are informants, they are also still quite young, possibly.
Right, I see. Yes. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
I can't lie, that's confused me, but we'll move.
Look, I don't really know how it works, to be honest, okay? I'm just trying to make it work in my head. But,
yeah. It would be easier if all the Zygon weren't played by the same one man.
There is one dude who plays all the Zygons, yes. And then they're calling me racist.
Yeah. How do we tell each other apart? Oh
no! But yeah, there's lots of Zygons. This also helps us out because Osgood died as well.
Yes.
Osgood in the Series 8 finale, Osgood was killed by Missy.
Yes.
And we were like, fuck no, I liked Osgood. And now we get Osgood back, but Osgood still actually died, though. It's not like, she didn't die at all. So, no, she did. She was 100% killed. but she was human or a Zygon. Doesn't really matter, to be honest, but one of them's dead, all right? And
There's
was
a
her
grave
sister.
that is just marked my sister, which is...
Yeah, but that's just thematics, isn't it? You know? That's just
my sister. Who?
Someone goes to that graveyard, they're like, fuck, is my sister dead?
Yeah,
Shit,
my
man.
sister? Oh, no!
Is that my sister? Shit, man. Which one? This isn't marked properly at all.
Oh, no, there she is. She's across the graveyard. It's actually a Zygon dressed as her sister.
No. Anyway, so yes, so I think it's really interesting that Osgood is saying that, like, you know, yes, the Zygon here, Zygons are actually peaceful blood. They're actually like fucking, they're a peaceful race. They just want to live peacefully. They just want to assimilate into other cultures, embed themselves within the community, and just live their lives peacefully. Okay, yes, there are those in the bunch who do bad things, as there are with humans, as there are with any species, race.
We've got the Nazis, we've got all sorts.
Exactly. So I think it's really interesting that right off the bat, they're like, you know, every race is peaceful and more like, you know, there's good and evil, and there's no exception. And both of them say in my race and in my race, because one of them says Zygon and stuff. So yeah, really interesting. I like it.
It kind of straight away puts you on the Doctor's mindset, which is just that, like, there's not a side to be taken. Like, yes, the Doctor Who's audience is made up by the human race, so like it would be kind of natural to be like, humans rule, Zygons drool kind of mentality. But like, if you're watching the show and you have a scrap of media literacy in your brain, you're able to go like, no, cunts everywhere. Like,
and
fuck
if you're not
up.
racist,
yes, and if you're not racist,
yeah.
Which is hard for me because I'm cripplingly racist.
You did vote reform.
No, I didn't.
You did.
Oh, we missed that, didn't we? I'm glad we weren't there to talk about that.
Let's not talk about that. That's fine. Anyway, so they have this box, and it's called the Osgood box.
Yeah.
And Osgood tells us if you've been paying attention, you'll be able to guess why. Do you know why?
I don't. I have not been paying attention, it seems.
Don't worry about it.
I felt personally called out.
You were. Osgood is like, you're a dumb cunt, all right?
Even on the second watch, I was like, fuck, I really got to figure that out. But then I watched the episode through and I was like, I still don't get it. I still don't.
You'll get it next week. Don't worry about it. Right?
Okay. So the Oz box, they've got the Doctor gave it to them as like basically if shit fucks up, nightmare scenario styles.
Yeah, basically, after what we didn't see in the 50th anniversary is apparently the Doctor then went back afterwards and dealt with some shit, okay?
Yeah.
And set up the parameters in the Osgood box and helped to set up everything out. We obviously didn't see that. I assume it would have been Matt Smith who did that. But yeah.
John Hurt trying to fuck around with the box. Then you open it.
Technically, 4 Doctors in this episode.
There's Tennant, there's Hurt, there's Smith, and there's Capaldi. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, I wasn't lying.
I worked it out.
Dad said that.
I arrived, because in my head I was like, yeah, the 3 from Day of the Doctor, but we've obviously got a new one since then.
Yeah, we've got Capaldi. Yeah, who was also Day of the Doctor.
Oh, yeah. A multi-Doctor story, both of these episodes.
Exactly. A reunion of Day of the Doctor. So there we go. So anyway, then we're in New Mexico, and Osgood is like getting kidnapped or whatever.
A notable absence of piss yellow filters, which I appreciate.
No piss yellow. Yeah, it's not like Breaking Bad where they walk like 2 steps and they're like, oh no, the sky's yellow for some reason. Yeah.
There's a yellow line down the screen, and when Jesse steps over the border, it
there's like a lizard he's just going across, you know.
And suddenly everyone is wearing snakeskin boots.
I'd wear a snakeskin boot. That seems cool, man.
I mean, it is cool. To be fair, it is with a little toe cap, so you can snuff out your cigarette butts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have the spurs on the boots as well.
I'm thinking pure Tybalt vibes from Romeo plus
Juliet. Yes,
I wouldn't be the Prince of Cats. I'd be the Prince of Puss.
Okay, you're a dad now. You can't say shit like that, all right?
Never listen. If you're listening, stop listening.
You can't be. Nathan Jr. It's bedtime. Okay,
bedtime for you. Oh god, I'm really tired.
You're tired. I'm tired. Bloody hell.
You're tired of what? You're tired of me?
I'm tired of you. Yeah, but I'm also just tired and I've been sleeping great.
No, what's happening?
No, this was supposed to be a joke, but you've been genuinely quite nice. I was doing like a little bit, like, because you're a new dad or whatever, so you're obviously getting like no sleep, you know?
It's not, to be fair, it's not as bad as everyone. Everyone's like, you'll never sleep again, you'll never have time for anything. I'm like, I was playing Minecraft for 4 hours yesterday. Like,
It's true, you was.
Yeah, it's not that bad, guys.
Oh, there's Minecraft. There's a Still Got Legs Minecraft server.
Yep.
Ask Pierce about it. He'll help you out. Just go on the Discord and ask Pierce about it. He'll set you up. All right.
It was weird with consoles. You got to jank your way in, but I did it.
Don't do it on a console. Don't do it on a console.
No, and also like people, you'll seem really rude because people will type to you, but then you've got to use your controller to type out a message back. So I'm just people are like, how are you? I'm like, good. I won't be asking how you are. I hope you understand.
Don't touch any of our shit. All right. Don't touch my house. All right.
Yeah. There's a code of ethics, right? Don't be a prick.
Yeah. Also, I went in last night and I saw the house you made. That little shitty little 2x2 wooden block house.
I had limited resources.
I destroyed it immediately, and I've started to rebuild. Okay.
I've seen. It's a lovely little pink get up. We filled in the rest of your floor. You ran out of,
beautiful, good. Well, I'll have a look later. That's beautiful stuff.
Well, I say we filled it. My wife filled it in, and I think there's like 4 missing, and she went to go mine, and then baby. So we were like, guess we're stopping.
I got killed by a creeper, and then I was like, fuck this, I'm going, man.
But same thing happened. The exploding people blew up a bit. Yeah, they blew up a corner of the house yesterday, and I went, that's me.
No, those bastards. All right, well, I gotta fill that in later, I guess. Anyway, where was we?
You're definitely right, Nathan. Dun, 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 dun. See what I did there? I took your sigh and I made it into the Doctor Who theme song.
But that's not where we was.
I know. But I saw a little point and I thought I'm going to do that.
Or we'll just skip half the episode, shall we? So we can make your segue work.
Yeah, no, what's happening? We're in New Mexico.
Yeah, no, so Osgood is getting chased by some Zygons, it seems. And she like runs into a police station. She hides underneath a desk as a Zygon is chasing her, and she has enough time to text out a message to the Doctor saying nightmare scenario, I think it is.
Yeah.
And then she gets taken.
Yeah, she gets zapped.
She gets zapped, okay. And then we cut to the TARDIS. Mm-hmm. Doctor's just riffing on that guitar, which is always great to see. I mean, he's played Amazing Grace.
Yeah,
I think. Which is just so sick, man. It's just anytime he's riffing on the guitar, I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's even cooler because it's like he gets a message and he just walks over, still playing it, and then like just kind of gradually fades it out. Like he doesn't like it's not like a real "what's this" kind of thing.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, he sees the message come through, nightmare scenario. And then it just kind of goes into the titles. Really?
Yeah. Imagine I had a better segue. We could have used it as well.
We could have. It wasn't that good, to be honest. It wasn't that good.
I'll tell you what is good, Nathan. A bit of Brockwell Park in London.
Oh, do you recognise this park?
I don't know if it's real.
I don't know if Brockwell Park is real, and it's almost certainly in Cardiff. All right, but it's definitely. I don't know this for sure, but just on the looks, on the vibe, it's definitely the park where Ten was doing his Ghostbusters thing in Army of Ghosts. I think.
It has that vibe, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely looks the same. I'd say it's definitely the same one.
Like the soft concrete flooring, the squishy kind of concrete floor.
Like squishy concrete floor.
Yeah, you know, in like especially in like kids parks that are closed off to dogs and stuff, they've got like it's a different type of concrete that's more squishy. So if a kid just fucking clotheslines off a roundabout, it doesn't hurt as bad. We don't have to go into it.
Are you talking about like? It's not concrete, like the.
No, it's like turf.
Yeah, it's turf. Yeah. Concrete, squishy concrete.
I didn't know the word for it.
Blood's invented a new type of ground.
What do you guys know about squishy concrete? Which actually is just concrete before it's set.
Yeah, that's just unset concrete, man. Raw concrete. That's gross.
Ineffective concrete, basically.
Yeah. I don't like that at all. Swiggity swag. Yeah, the doctor's at the park. He's calling Clara. Okay.
Yeah.
It was very fun. He goes, "Hello, this is Dr. Disco."
It's so good.
which is great. Also, epic Dr. Disco reference, who does some amazing artwork. That's where the name comes from. Yeah.
Oh man, it's been a while. Dr. Disco, I don't know if you're still listening to the show. I really hope you are.
Yes.
You don't have to send us any more art, but check in.
Let us know you're still out there. Yeah. We love you. We love you.
Also, that art is every now and again we've got a little folder because I kept it all in a Google Drive because I just really like looking at it sometimes. It makes me think like, oh, people do like this thing that we commit hours and hours of our life to.
yeah, for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want to see it, go on. Actually, no, don't go on X. Nazi app. It's somewhere else.
Don't go on X. It's on Discord somewhere.
Yeah, go have a look. I do like that Clara's voicemail. It kind of leans into what we were speaking about the other week, Nathan. If you want to keep up the illusion that we haven't been gone.
No, I won't remember. Okay.
we spoke about how like it's this kind of just like this weird secret that Clara's class have, that she's just a time traveler and every now and again she'll be in space.
Oh, yeah.
And her voicemail is, I'm probably stuck on the tube or outer space.
Yeah.
It's like, nice. Well kept secret.
Who's having a personalised voicemail, though? In the year of our Lord 2015, man.
Probably someone that would use the hashtag the planes are back or stood still or something.
Yeah, probably. To be fair, it's something obviously that happens more in TV because it's more TV and film, just because it sounds more interesting than you've reached the EE voicemail service, you know?
Yes.
But like, ain't no one setting up a personal voicemail anymore, all right? This is the 90s, okay?
The one that always gets me, it's the Breaking Bad one when Skylar rings Jesse's phone, and it's just the slew of the most misogynistic crap you've ever heard. It's like, 1 to the 8 to the 9, biatch! It's ridiculous.
One of my various jobs at a call center I had a few years ago, I can't remember what oh no, I don't think it was a call center. I think it was actually when I worked for the government, and I had to sometimes get in touch with people. I remember calling someone, and their voicemail was like, it was one of those where it's like, "Hello, yeah, not bad. How are you? How you doing?" I got you. Great. Yeah. Well, this is a government phone call. Okay, so
be so hard to remember to be professional.
You're
in that
under
instance.
arrest.
Yeah, no. yeah. Yeah, it's all fun and games until you owe fucking 10 grand in taxes, cunt.
Yeah, that wasn't my job.
No, I know, but just for the sake of don't step on me like this.
I will.
Anyway, what's going on? The doctor's he's like, oh, I'm staking out some of the most dangerous creatures imaginable. And it's just two little girls.
he says, I'm in the 21st century. I don't know what month. All right, it's too much to apparently look up what month he's in. He's just gone, this will do. This is about the same time, you know.
She'll be around. Maybe I've met her. Maybe I've not. Maybe 11 is here somewhere too.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it is funny that is this funny? I don't know, but he's just a grown older man in a park chasing two little girls, and he's like, I'm operating under deep cover, trying not to attract suspicion, as he chases two little girls around a park. Like, I don't know, I'd be quite wary.
It's not. We've spoken about this around with 12. It's not the most boisterous of get-ups, you know. It's not a question mark lapel, and it's not like a big silly scarf or whatever, right? But it is a magician's coat donned by a 60-year-old man in blackout sunglasses.
I think he was 55 at the time.
Oh, is it? Oh, well,
yeah.
Oh, okay, well, he's looking great. Even if he was 60, he'd still be looking delicious. But no, he's just sat on a swing observing. But then again, right, I watched this scene back in lieu of wanting to make a joke about this, right? Oh, he was there first. The kids walk into the park, yeah.
Yeah, it's his park, yeah.
Yeah, so he should have turned around.
Actually.
Fuck off!
Yeah, you're the pedophile. It always reminds me of that, I don't know why, but you know that stupid Family Guy joke where it's like... where it's like, you don't call me a baby, all right? Because if I'm a baby, you know what that makes you? Yeah. A pedophile. And I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here and be lectured by a pedophile.
It's so good. The ultimate Uno reverse.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the doctors. It is quite a fun scene. But yeah, the doctor's kind of going around. He doesn't quite approach them. Instead, before we see that, we get a unit safe house in South London.
Yes, unit safe house. Yeah, I think he does approach them though.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, because he goes up to them and he calls them Monster High and Cinderella.
Oh, and he starts going down the slide and that, doesn't he?
He does go down the slide, yeah, which is quite fun. Yeah, but you're right though. There is a safe house in South London. It looks like shit. It just looks like an abandoned, which I guess is the point, really.
Yeah. Well, this house looks like shit, just like the rest of the houses in South London.
Oh, bird on South London, man.
No, there's like 4 roads where the houses look nice.
No, that's my ends, man.
No, it's not your ends.
It is my ends, man. Big up Old Kent Road. That's my ends, man.
I lived in South London.
So did I.
Yeah.
My ends.
You did. Oh no, you did actually as well. Yeah.
Come on,
and
man.
But they were hardly the Ritz, were they? Is my point.
Look. All right. Everywhere I've lived, it's hardly been the Ritz. All right. I'm a man of the people. All right.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Not like you and your fucking castle.
Bro's getting that Patreon money now, claiming man of the people. Outrageous.
I'm still not taking a penny.
I know we haven't. I haven't even looked in the account.
Yeah, it's still all there getting ready for those fucking mug costs that are coming in, man.
How much do you regret those mugs?
Every day more and more.
People don't understand this, right? Like it will be such a large cost.
Yeah, it's gonna be
those
so
mugs.
Much. Yeah.
Don't be surprised if we add another tier on after the mugs. No, we won't. We won't do that.
Well, once you get your mug, you get forced onto the next tier, which is Companion Plus. Okay.
And after 4 years of continuous membership, you get a plate or something.
It's a paper plate, and it just has SGL scribbled on it in felt.
So yeah, we're in this safe house. What's going on here? Oh, Kate and the woman that got sacked, who's part of unit.
She never got sacked.
No, but she did. She was like, we made a joke about her getting sacked or something, didn't we?
Oh, I can't remember that, man. I don't know.
So Kate is like, what's she doing? She's walking around being like, fucking Osgood had all the data and she fell off a plane.
Yeah. So they're like, Osgood's dead. All right, she had all the fucking intelligence files on these fucking Zygons and shit. And then they get some like drone footage or like satellite footage or something of like someone arriving at I guess some kind of Zygon prison camp or something.
Oh yes, yeah.
And they're like, zoom in, enhance the, when they do the enhanced thing. Yeah, computer, enhanced footage.
And the Spy Kids goggles come out with the several lenses, yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff, yeah. Anyway, they enhanced and it's Osgood. They're like, oh, sick, there's Osgood. Yeah. Anyway, we have to assume she's been compromised, so just fucking wipe everything or whatever. They're like,
Yeah, but the only thing we won't be wiping, Nathan, are these ads.
These good. Oh,
thank you.
Fuck, yes, man, that is good.
Anyway,
Nice.
we're back from the ads. By the way, I just want it on record. I did put in those stupid little place marker ad reads that we did for every episode after the fact. Do you remember?
No, I don't know what this is at all. I don't know
We
what
got
you're
like
talking
in
about.
like several recordings. We got like 2 hours in, and then we just went fuck it. We forgot to do ads for like all of the recordings we did.
Okay, I got it. And so then we just dropped them in there, and then
Yeah.
and you went back and put them in the right places.
I've got a file that's just called "Time for some ads," and then another file that's called "We're back from the ads."
Should we? That's good. We should just record like a generic one for if we ever forget to slot it in there. Then you can just put it in the edit.
Well, we've got it now, and people heard the origins of it live on the show. So
Let's do a few variations. All right. Okay. Wow, that was a good joke, Lawrence. And here's a great ad.
Nathan, you always know how to make me giggle, but time for some ads.
Lawrence, I love capitalism. Let's check out some ads.
We're back anyway. I don't know. Did we ever actually say that we're back from the actual ads?
Know, but we are now. Just assume that we're back.
Yeah. Right? But yeah, so something's gone on. Someone's hacked them.
They've hacked
style.
the system. Yeah, and then they send through. They send through a video, or do we?
No, it's the truth and consequences inscription over and over again. Yeah.
Yes, truth and consequences. That's right. Yeah.
And this is I think the next bit is this is when the doctor's like let's not pretend you are very blobby, or something he says.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Great scene.
I agree.
Yeah, I was taken aback by the fact that like there's even a bit of jaunty music, and I'm like, it's set up very much that like these are just two actual girls that the Doctor is walking over and being like, you're blobby.
Yeah,
but they actually are Zygons.
They actually are Zygons. Yeah, we do find that out later. Although he does say here, it does say pretending to be a couple of 7-year-olds. So he says pretending to be a couple of 7-year-olds is a splendid way to conceal your blobbiness. But let's not pretend you're very blobby. So yeah, maybe they are pretending to be younger than they are.
I don't know. It's a fucked thing that they don't explain. So we just have to assume on podcasts.
Yeah. But they're like, go away. Like, this is our jurisdiction, Doctor. All right, fucking, we're gonna find these, these like fucking ones who are out of control and shit. We'll get them. We'll deal with it. All right.
Yeah.
Leave us alone. Fuck off. Basically.
I love that 12, like, he's never, like, he doesn't even make a big thing of it, like I think other doctors would be like, no, you've taken your foot off the mark, the Doctor just goes, yeah, good, I'm gonna still do it. And never mind what shut up. He goes, jurisdiction, schmuristiction.
Yeah. Then he gets a phone call, and he's like, right, don't go anywhere. And he goes, are you calling me with your backside again? Or is this an actual phone call or whatever to Kate?
I love the Kate is just like, no, it's an actual phone call. Like, let's breeze past the niceties with the Doctor.
Yeah. But then the kids get taken. The little girls. There's like a Zygon like smoke grenade thing, which is like dropped.
Yeah.
And then they're just taken and shoved into a van.
Parks and Rec come and pick them up.
Parks and Rec come pick them up.
Leslie, no!
No!
Put those girls down!
No! Leslie! That's crazy.
Yeah, I do. I don't know why. I fully respect that. Since the dawn of their creation, Zygons have always just been big, silly, rubbery suit men, right?
Yeah,
but I really respect that. Although they have had a fun glow up and a great design for New Who, they're still just so obviously men in rubbery suits.
They are clearly just dudes in big rubbery suits. Yeah. It's a fun design though.
Yeah.
I like it. Big pink rubbery dudes, man.
Yeah, it looks good, and they look gross. So yeah,
they do, and everything looks gross as well. Like we see some controls and stuff later, and it's all like dripping and gooping and shit. And you're like, who designed this? What is this good for? All right, how does this benefit you in any way? Just to have it dripping everywhere.
Yeah, and is this like standard Zygon? Like, are there interior design Zygons that have nicer shit than this? Like,
yeah, exactly. Or are these just scrappy, young, messy Zygons? And they're like, oh, we don't really care,
We need to know the class systems of the Zygons.
Yeah.
Establish where the wealth and taste is. So this is when we see the video of Osgood being forced to read a hostage statement. Basically.
There we go. And this is very like fucking this is very like ISIS hostage videos, like framed the exact same way, like with two soldiers like either side of the prisoner being forced like to read the statement and stuff like that. Even the flag, the Zygon flag they have is like very reminiscent of the ISIS flag and stuff.
And it's in like a fucked up room, like it's just like you can tell it's just in the corner of someone's arse end basement or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's all very intentional parallels that have been drawn here.
Yeah, it's a good thing this episode's good, isn't it? Because like
it's
gonna look so stupid.
Yeah, it's a fine line to dance. Really, it could very quickly become this is in poor taste. Really, it is definitely helpful that it's a good story.
So the Zygons are threatening the enemies of their race. They're going to be destroyed. The war is about to begin, and they keep saying it for the second time. They say there will be truth or consequences.
Truth or consequences,
which is an ominous saying.
Yeah. Doctor calls Clara again. He can't get through. But then we see her. She gets off her little motorbike. She arrives at a flat, actually, at the Palace State, which is not the Palace State.
but the powerless state.
But the powerless state, yeah. And she pulls out her phone. She sees 127 missed calls from the doctor, which is insane, quite frank. If you have 127 missed calls, there is something severely wrong with you. Okay.
I like to think, because he's had a busy morning as well.
Yeah.
Like,
they've all been in the space of 5 minutes.
Yes. Like, he just hasn't picked up the social cues that she'll get back to me. It's like, I keep ringing till she says hello. That's how phone calls work. Yeah. But Clara, she does start to ring him back, but then realizes that there's a little child blocking her way on the powerless state staircase.
There's a little boy, a little sad boy. He's called Sandeep. She seems to know him. She's like, "Oh, hello, Sandeep. You all right, mate?"
I can't find my mummy.
I can't find my mummy and daddy because I'm a little boy.
I'm a little boy. Clara, please.
Help me, Miss Oswald. Help me.
I can't find my mummy and daddy. They're clearly in my flat, but I can't find them.
I don't know. Yeah, but there's shenanigans going on. All right.
Yeah,
but anyway, Clara's like, "Oh, well, I'm not a monster, so I'll help you out, little boy."
Yeah.
And off she goes. She goes into the flat. Really, immediately, very creepy. Yeah, very creepy, spooky vibes in this flat. All the lights are off. The doors are open. You're like, something's not right here. Something's off. All right? And she's like, "Hello, just looking for Sandeep's parents or whatever." And then we see what we assume is the kid's dad. And he's just like staying silent, and she's like, "Oh, sorry, your little boy's out there. He was looking for you." And like no one says anything. And he just like seemingly goes to get the boy, and then you see him just carrying the kid while he's screaming like, no, get off me and shit, and everything like that. And then Clara just walks out the flat.
Right, like, so this is...
What's going on here?
So, my notes don't reflect my rewatch notes.
Okay.
So, my note here reads, Clara calls the doctor back when she should be tipping off Child Protection Services immediately.
So that was on your first watch?
On my first watch, yeah. On my second watch, I liked... And look, I want to make note of these going through, but like, I presume you've seen this. If not, there's a little thing that happens with Clara. Which we'll explain later on.
This is later explained in the episode.
Yes. But you from a rewatch, you go, I'm fucking dumb. I'm a dumb idiot boy.
You are a dumb, stupid cunt.
She even comes out doing the whole like fucking psychopath tie the hair back. Yeah. And like she's got a grin on her and everything. And she calls the doctor. So they got you
the first time then.
Yeah, they fully got me. Yeah.
Right up until the reveal.
No, there was one moment because the episode plays into it where Clara's like, I've got to go back to my flat, and the woman's like, fucking what? Okay, sure. World War III here, but sure. And that I was a little bit like, huh, but then she won me over again.
She does.
Yeah, she does. It's this is the thing. It's Jenna Coleman. I trust Jenna Coleman.
And can I say, no one has ever looked hotter than Jenna Coleman does in these episodes. Okay. Yeah. My God. Okay. Oh my! I need a muzzle. All right. Jesus Christ.
A muzzle.
She looks insanely good. Okay, but like she's got a lovely, delicious shade of lipstick on as well, which just helps to complement. She looks so good.
So you're now describing what else, Nathan, about her physical appearance?
I can't. I'm gonna start.
It's all right. Okay, now we move on.
Sorry, let's move on.
Go to bed, Nathan Jr. Stop listening.
Go to bed, little boy. Papa doesn't mean it, all right?
Papa didn't say it.
Yeah, no, he did.
Oh, okay. But no, I do like the again. It's a testament to her performance. It's really, really fucking good because she undersells it enough to make fucking dumb idiot boys like me go, not too weird. I guess they're just on a quick one. It's a part one. They've got to get through a lot of material,
and they move on very quickly. They're like, and they don't like give you time to think about it. Really,
no, they don't.
They just, and it's great because like Clara comes out the flat and she's immediately Clara. You know, she's not like, oh, I don't know, you know, I don't know what that one was.
I'm a Zygon.
She like calls the doctor. She's like, did you just call yourself Dr. Disco?
But I like that moment because you can see in her face it's a little tiny acting choice that she makes, right? And as two classically trained actors ourselves, we picked up on this, I'm sure.
Thespians of the stage and screen.
It's so true. But I do like that Clara just goes, there's a moment where just before she picks up the phone, she holds it to her ear and then she kind of just straightens herself up a little bit to get into Clara mode.
Yes, 100%.
Great. Yeah. It's a great performance, and it'd be so easy to oversell this. She could have come out going, I'm Clara Zygon.
Yeah, she could have been like getting her voice ready and all this kind of stuff. But no, it's just hello, new chief. No, she's just immediately in it, which is good.
No, it is. It's very, very good. And well played by the episode. Like the script, it's tight enough that you don't need to worry about it. Until you do, and then you go, I'm dumb.
I'm dumb and also horny as well.
And I'm dumb and I'm horny too.
I'm so horny, man.
And they took my jobs.
No! My benefits! No! I've missed this.
I really have.
This is so much fun. They say that becoming a parent is the most fulfilling thing you could ever do. I think it's doing a podcast with your mates, man.
Nathan, I can't tell you the first time I held my little podcast. The first time I looked into my podcast supplies.
You should have called him Little Podcast.
I should have called him Still Got Legs.
You should have called him the official Still Got Legs podcast.
And they're like, in the hospital, like, any middle name? Something? Yes, a Doctor Who Rewatch podcast.
By the way, have you seen that they're just not doing the Doctor Who podcast this year?
Are they not? I didn't know.
No, it's just they're like, yeah, this is fucking shit, man. So let's just not bother this year.
Do you know what they fucking should do? And I think it'd be really interesting, right? Is they should expand on they should make a companion show, right? Which is Stephen Powell hosts a podcast, and instead of those segments,
Stephen Powell does host a podcast.
Does he?
Yeah, I often see clips of it come up on TikTok, and I'm like, oh, that's a dude from Unleashed, and it's about gaming or some shit. He does like a gaming podcast with some of his mates, I think.
Oh my gosh! Okay, I'll have to check that out. Yeah,
we'll get him on.
I think you should see. I think it'd be good if the Doctor Who podcast became Stephen Powell, but then just like a guest cast actor or like a crew hand or someone. Just like, because I always really like those bits where it's. I think Confidential is so fucking good for this. It points the camera at a bunch
Unleashed.
of people. Oh no, but Confidential was fucking phenomenal for this in the day as well, right? They point a camera at people that should never be on camera. Like fucking Barry, the fucking the guy that moves the pulley door system on various sets, and he's like, so this big scene, Doctor's coming through, and we got to move the door out of the way. And it's like I get so much enjoyment of seeing just regular folks doing this big thing, helping out on this show I love.
I do too. Yeah, awkward people who like not awkward people, but just people who like. They have a clear passion for this, but there's a reason they're not in front of the camera.
Yes,
They're like, so I made an alien head, right? And it's got googly eyes on it.
Yeah.
And it looks the Doctor,
And then Stephen Powell will make a joke like, oh, you wouldn't want to be like woken up by that in the morning, would you? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, cracking. Anyway. It's good stuff.
Yeah, man. I'm glad. I hadn't come across that. It was the Doctor Who podcast. The official Doctor Who podcast was not in the things I was like of my very limited window to watch and enjoy things. Yes. It was not on the list.
No. Nor was it on anyone's. I don't think. No, really.
But it was so bad the first time.
Yeah, it was not good. Yeah.
Give us your bag. We've earned it.
It's just. Anyway, there could be some very unkind things I would say, but I won't.
Yes, yeah.
But,
And Who culture, they know what they did.
Yeah, and Who culture. Your vendetta against Who culture will never end.
The worst thing is, like, they look like lovely people.
I'm sure they are. Just the one person you dealt with.
Who's not a performer. He's not a public-facing individual.
Exactly.
Anyway, so Clara pulls up. She gets the unit treatment again. She's whisked into was it called Drakeman Junior High School?
Drakeman Junior High School. Yes. They're like, hello, welcome to Drakeman Junior High School. And they're like, why the fuck are you operating out of a school, you weird cunts?
Yes.
And they're like, and Kate says, it's basically terms of the settlement, because there were 20 million Zygons, They were allowed to stay on Earth. I think this might be the line, actually. They were permitted to permanently take up the form of the nearest available human beings, okay? Now, they don't go into specifics of what that means.
Yes,
okay?
right.
But the nearest available human beings.
Available.
So I guess that would mean, I don't know, missing or...
Missing. Yeah, it has to be missing, because if they're dead, people around them, the area, will know that person died.
Or, like, no known associates or something, like no known friends or family or something.
Are there really 20 million people that have no
Probably
mates?
not, no, because that is 20 million. That's a third of the UK population.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and they're not all in the UK, but like that's
still
a lot. That's a lot of people, you know.
I'm not gonna dig the episode too hard out for it, right? Because one, it's a banger, and two, they don't explain it because they don't have to. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
they
like,
don't have to. Yeah,
yeah,
it's purposely vague for
yes,
this reason.
that's that.
You know?
They're clearly going. Move on.
Don't worry about it. It just doesn't matter. All right?
I said available human beings.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Kate's I like this. Kate's like, you fucking left us an impossible situation. Right?
Yes.
You told us to deal with this, and we did. Yeah. But fuck, man, it's not easy. So don't be like, oh, well, you didn't do this right. Well, you fucking do it then. You know?
You come and fucking do it. You've got so many opinions on it.
Yeah. But the Doctor shoots back. He's like, yeah, it is impossible. It's called peace. You know?
Yeah. And then again, you're like, oh, he's right too.
Yeah. Fuck, man, he's good, isn't he?
People on conflicting sides of arguments can both have justified points, Nathan. It's almost like maybe war.
Oh, no. What is it good for? These ads. No. No, not yet. But that would
have been great. But yeah, so this is when Kate explains that the younger Zygons are getting radicalized, which would make sense because I presume there would be some disgruntled Zygons. That it's like what we have like all across the world, but specifically in the UK.
Yes.
Yeah,
it often happens. Yeah, it does often be the case that the youngers who have not seen the reasons why the elders were displaced or something like that, then see the injustice they face and they're like, well, why? You know, like what are we done to accept this and stuff like that.
Yeah, and there can be valid sides to that, and there can also be like unjust ways of looking at that in the sense of like fucking dumb fuck adults that are racist will teach their dumb fuck kids to be racist as well.
100%. Yeah.
And then again, then there's the awkward conversation of like, I can't blame a 7-year-old for saying a slur. They don't know. They don't know that it's bad.
If a 7-year-old is saying a slur, that's not a natural thing to happen. Okay?
No, kids aren't born with like that much fucking hate in them.
No, that's taught behavior.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
That's obviously they've learned that from some horrible influence in their life. It's not the kid's not like, I'm fucking racist.
Yeah,
you know?
I know loads about the world as a 7-year-old and I'm racist. Yeah. That's what I'm teaching my little boy now, to be racist.
Nathan Jr., no.
Oh, you have no idea, like, maybe I'll go into this more with you, right? But I think we've already spoken about this, right? There's going to be, at some point, there's going to be a conversation where I sit down and go, right, by the way, these men don't
ever listen to them.
Like, there are personalities out there that will sound, because they have a fancy camera, like they know what they're talking about. Anytime
you see a man with a podcast, run, all right?
Anytime.
Papa is the only man with a podcast who you can trust, okay? Anyone else? No.
Including Nathan?
No, Uncle Nathan as well, okay? You can trust Uncle Nathan, your godfather, who loves you very dearly.
Stop it! Okay. You don't want that job, man.
I know I don't, but still, I want the title.
My fucking stupid. This is a joke I made 6 weeks ago, and I've just rediscovered it.
Okay, this will be good.
It says Kate explains that the younger Zygons are getting radicalized, and then my input says the Zygonosphere is getting to them.
The Zygonosphere. Okay, I get it.
You see what I'm doing?
I do. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Not bad.
It could be better.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the doctor is yet again back at it, fingering various alien things.
Yeah, Clara's like, "Fuck it, do you want to be alone with that thing or what?" And he's like, I think he says like, "You have to titillate it."
Yes.
You know?
Very horny.
You operate it by titillating the fonds. He says.
He does it, and then it works, and then he's like, "Still got the old magic or something."
Well, yeah, Clara's like, "Are you enjoying that?" And he's like, "I snogged as I got once. He's still got it or something, you know."
Good on him. We don't know what he was up to with Stacey in that park.
Clearly quite a bit. They were, you know,
Fucking
10 gets about, you know, so...
That's true, yeah.
They were up to all sorts. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be king." I'm gonna be king.
He's got a speech impediment now for some reason.
No,
There was 3 of them there that day. Do you reckon they all had a go?
No, because 11 was like,
Yeah, but we didn't see... Did John Hurt have an opinion on it?
Well, no, because John Hurt, the Zygon had already gone by the time John Hurt
I'll
got
have a piece of that,
I'm
Zygon.
looking for the doctor. Well, you certainly come to the right place.
It's been a while since I took a Zygon.
Stop biting your screwdrivers. They're scientific instruments. You know, I really think you might.
Oh no, he's here too.
I kissed the Zygon.
Oh, what a randy devil.
Sarah Jane.
Sarah Jane.
Where's the Zygon?
Kanan Jarrus.
Jedi Knight.
Oh gosh, my mouth hurts from smiling, Nathan. I've missed podcasts.
I know. No child can bring about the smile that a podcast riff can.
Oh no, mate, children. It's a lot of 3 a.m. They're crying, and I'm like, go back to fucking sleep.
Go back
sleep.
in the womb.
No, don't do that. There's no room for you there now.
Yeah, it's true.
It is funny every now and then, because obviously in the womb they're submerged in a little goo pod. You've seen The Matrix, you
like
get
a
it.
Zygon.
Yeah, like a Zygon. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny whenever you give a little baby a bath, they immediately, or at least my one does anyway, they immediately go, "Fuck this!" Right? And then they feel the water on them, and then they go,
I'm dying! I'm dying! Help! No!
But then the water like kind of washes around them a little bit. Right?
Oh yeah, and then, home,
my
safety.
goo, yeah.
my goo, I've missed you.
My homely goo.
My homely goo. I yearn for the waters, my brothers. You know? I'm home.
Is this not more natural?
Is this not life, I say? Should we all not submerge in it and become our true forms?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Right, what's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. There's some ads.
Wasn't as strong, but...
No, but it's fine.
It got the job done, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah. So yeah, the doctor activates his little horny Zygon ship or whatever.
Yes.
Did we explain what it was? There's a big fuck off Zygon blob in the middle of the room. Or
yeah,
whatever.
there's a big Zygon blob, and he's like, it's a Zygon computer, basically. And they're like, Zygons, you know?
So to be fair, that's been their job for the last 2 years, to go, Zygons.
Zygons. Yeah.
I tell you what though, there is a really fucking good moment here when Kate says they never knew which Osgood was real or not, and the doctor corrects them by saying both of them.
Yeah. Oh yes.
That's a great moment, I think.
Great moment. Yeah. It really is. Exactly.
Which you can kind of see Kate go like, "All right, wanker, that's not what I meant."
Dickhead. Yeah.
No, you were racist, Kate.
They're always racist. Yeah, that's good stuff. So the team's splitting up, aren't they? So Kate is off to New Mexico, it seems. The doctor's off to Turkmenistan or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere racist.
Yeah. Somewhere a Call of Duty mission would be based.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And Clara is staying here. The doctor says, you stay here. This is your country. Protect it from the scary monsters and also the Zygons.
Oh,
Oh, he hit you with that. You thought he was being racist, but you're the racist.
But yeah, you had that thought, and therefore that made you the racist.
Yes, exactly.
Do you think this? I kind of like that. It's not lost on me that in the same line, the Doctor tells Clara that this is her home planet, which technically is also true, even though what we know, but also in the same breath goes protected from the scary monsters, i.e., not the Zygons. Like. It is funny, and it is kind of interesting how, I'm sure we'll touch on this next week. I'd imagine the story expands on it a little bit more, but like that's gotta make you rethink something when the fucking president of Earth is like, Zygons probably are pretty cool and chill in this scenario. The humans sound like they suck more.
Yeah,
like that's gotta, I don't know, it's gotta do something when you hear the leader of the opposition denounce their own people.
I think he's the leader of the opposition.
Well, in their mind, surely, because he brought them under the ceasefire that they've now rejected. Like there has to be some malice towards him here. From the radical Zygons, anyway.
Yeah, I don't quite know where you're getting at, but I trust you.
I tell you what, I will touch back on this next week if it's expanded on, and if it's not, then I'm also again a dumb idiot boy.
And also, if you remember, which, which you probably won't.
Hey, I've done quite well. I showed up today. That's something.
It's true. You did. Good job. Anyway, the Doctor's then like, do you still have that big aircraft that blew up last time? And they're like, oh yeah, we do. We build it again or whatever.
Yeah, still is.
And Clara's like, I thought you didn't like being president of the world. And he goes, no, but I like punching about on a big plane. And then it cuts to him just doing a big like peace sign outside the aircraft before he gets on. Which is very fun.
It's so good. I love the fact that the TARDIS would be so much quicker in this scenario.
It'd be so much quicker. Yeah, 100%. He's getting the TARDIS. Man.
Yeah, he's actually the Doctor is in real time just getting on a long haul flight.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also very fun because like he goes on the plane and it's very clear. You see it from the outside, and it's very clear that he is just a normal plane. Like it's not a private jet with like the interior like designed for unit operation. You can see like the regular airplane seats through the window and shit. Like it's clearly just a plane.
You gotta get those walls in tight on that frame. We can't see. I don't know, fucking. I don't know, Emirates Airlines or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Big easy jets, Ryanair on the fucking side of it.
Welsh Airways or something.
Welsh Airways. Stephen Powell Airways.
What's happening next? I think I've lost myself in my notes, but I'm trusting that you won't have done that.
No, I never have. So this is where like Kate and Clara like says to that other unit person whose name I don't even know, but she's like, "Hey, I need to swing back home and grab."
Oh, the one that gets fired.
Yeah. She doesn't get fired, but yeah.
But it's the shorthand for we know.
She gets killed.
She does. Yeah, it's fired from life.
Fired from life. Yeah, I was just gonna say. Yeah.
Have I missed the part where Unit receives another video from Zygon High Command, or is that now?
Maybe.
And it's the little, it's like the little girls and the radical Zygons like, this is the leader of we're reform. This is the conservatives. We're killing them. Yes. And now we're in control.
Yes. Maybe that has happened, or it's going to happen soon.
Look, we didn't bring this up in the intro, right? I've been seeing people in the Discord being like, can't wait for the tired pods to end. Like, fuck you. Fuck you.
You have a baby.
Yeah, you have a fucking baby. And I wish you well if you do. But no, there's a bit of podcast rust, right? We haven't done this in 6 fucking weeks.
We're rusty, okay?
We're rusty. Right. Oh, and my child's here. I'm ignoring him to do this.
I think that must have already happened. I think.
Okay, all right.
Hold on. Yes, it has. Yeah, it happened when when the Doctor was titillating the computer. Yeah,
nice.
They found that video or whatever, and they were like, yeah, they're like, we have been betrayed. We were sold. Our rights violated. We demand the right to be ourselves. Normalize, and then the 2 little girls transform into Zygons, and then they're both executed. They're zapped. So
this is a tetchy topic. I think that we're well versed to cover.
Yeah,
but do you think the Zygons have a fair point in they have the right to a bit of transparency in their existence?
I think everyone, regardless, has the right to be and to live as themselves. It'd be very hypocritical of me to say like that.
But here's my counterpoint, though, right? Because I agree with that, yes. But the other line of thinking is that when you go to a different country, it's polite to adhere to other countries' customs. I.e., in Dubai, you would dress appropriately, as in custom with their laws.
It is.
And is shapeshifting not dressing appropriately? I don't know.
You see, it boils down to what is appropriate and what is polite versus what is
ethical
versus what is ethical and what is asking you to hide yourself for the comfort and politeness of other people.
That's basically a good way of putting it.
Because there are countries where people will say to you, this is a real thing, there are countries where they will say, hey, don't be gay.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you will be killed. Okay? Don't act gay.
Yeah.
Act as straight as you can. Hide that shit.
Yeah.
Because they will not like it.
As soon as you step off that tarmac, man, you step out of that plane, you better not be gay anymore. You love football
and punts. All right? Do not be gay. All right? And look, and like, and if you want to go to those places, and like, I guess you have to like kind of, for your own protection and safety, you kind of have to do that. It's not right though. It's like, it's not saying that culture is right to ingrain those social norms onto other people.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just a fucked thing.
It's a really fine line to draw because, again, it's what is polite versus what is asking you to fundamentally change and deny you who you are, basically. Yeah. Like, and so the thing with Zygons is obviously, you know, they're big squishy monsters and stuff.
Yeah.
and obviously, if there were big squishy monsters just walking around, everyone would be like, what the fuck is going on? Okay,
yeah,
like,
especially when they all look the same with those, but they're all that one man.
Exactly. Everyone would be freaking out, okay? And like, I'm not saying it's right for people to be freaking out. Obviously, it comes with like people would have to learn and understand that they're peaceful. They just want to live here. Like, it would obviously be very uncomfortable at first, but and it would take time for society to learn to live with it, I guess, really. But,
I don't know, man. I think you've well danced your way out of an ethical minefield I threw at you there. So congratulations.
I'm good at this.
It's almost like you just need to be a moral, ethical person to realise, this common sense kind of thing makes sense, actually.
Which I am not. Let me just say, I am racist.
Okay, good stuff. Well, I'm glad we've both said that onto a microphone today. Good stuff. So right, I'm still a little lost.
Where are you lost? All right.
Is this
so Clara and that unit lady have gone back to the Powell estate?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And they're like they're grabbing some stuff from Clara's flat, and then they see the Sandeep's parents dragging a what seems like a little body into the lift.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes. And fucking so they take the lift door opens. They kind of they scope it out. Then
they're like they see them get in the lift and they're like, oh, we can rush downstairs and beat them because the lift is slow or whatever. So they rush down the steps and then the lift opens but no one's there. They're like, oh no, spooky, they're gone. Ooh.
Yeah. By the way, again, rewatch time, right? This is a really interesting part where you're like, Clara's like just fucking leading the lamb to the slaughter. Like
100%.
It's a really, you can see her like playing on that kind of human optimism of like, we can get the job done. We could snuff out the fucking threat here and now.
Yeah.
But no, Clara's like, fuck, I've had your pants down, mate. You've been swindled.
And it's good. It's good stuff.
It is good. It's very, very good stuff.
They get in the lift and then there's like slime and goo dripping out of like the button things, and they see a big Zygon thing in there, so they're like, oh, let's titillate this, like the doctor said. Clara's like,
I think I picked that up. I'm like, you're at home with this, man. You always be titillating.
You know what this is. You've been titillating this since day one. All right.
You grew up on the streets titillating these things.
Yeah. So anyway, then the lift goes below the Powell estate to that famous Doctor Who tunnel, which they always use to shoot stuff in.
Doctor Who tunnel. Last seen in Flatline, maybe?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Almost certainly. And then before in loads of other shit.
Yeah, the
This
Doctor's
is where
daughter.
Jenny was born. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Doctor's daughter. There's all kinds of other shit going on.
Yeah, man.
It's been Sherlock a few times as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There's been a murder down there. Quick.
Oh no!
Employ your epic super autism.
I can see a tunnel. Great.
Yeah, this tunnel is clearly I don't know, the way the Earth has shifted around this tunnel means that Watson's had a beer this morning or something. I don't
Discombobulate.
You discombobulate.
That's a different one.
But it's always fun.
It is always fun. All right, so they're in that tunnel.
Yeah.
And then they see the parents still moving that little boy about, and then they're like, "Oh, we should go get reinforcements." Basically.
Yeah, let's hang back.
So off they go.
Yeah.
To get a whole bunch of soldiers.
They do indeed. Now the Doctor is arriving at the Call of Duty mission location.
Do you recognize? Oh wait, no. Never mind. Forget that.
I guess this is coming up.
No, don't worry about that.
When will I see this episode then? So yeah, the Doctor's arriving via Jeep. I love the unit.
It is. I will. This is that same episode. It's just for a later scene.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, so it'll still be this one. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. So yeah, the Doctor walks in, calls himself the President of the Earth. And he's here to rescue people and establish fun all round, or something is his mission statement.
He calls himself Dr. Funkenstein.
He does, yeah.
Yeah. The Dr. Funkenstein. The second fun name we've had this episode.
What's he doing? He's like us, man. He's trying out fun nicknames.
Yeah, he's trying out fun little riffs. He's going, Dr. Disco, does that work? Dr. Funkenstein, not like that.
The ghost of dead Doctor Who he should have gone with.
The ghost of dead. What was that?
That was what we called him in the fucking I'm a mouse in the underground floods or whatever episodes.
Oh yeah, when he was a ghost, the ghost of dead Doctor.
Other ones I think prawn sandwich was another one we called him.
Prawn sandwich?
Yeah, he had a prawn sandwich at some point.
I don't remember that at all.
I remember more of these because I relived them through the edit.
Because you edit them.
Yeah,
that's why. Once I turn off my record button, once I turn off my mic, it is gone.
Yeah,
from my mind.
Deleted from my brain.
Deleted.
So the Doctor isn't best pleased when he gets kind of on base, right? Because they're confirming up a strike. They're like, Bear Zygon's over by this church, so we're just going to bomb it. Like, that seems cool and chill.
Yeah.
Bombing a religious site full of people.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Nothing will go wrong with that whatsoever. But they're like, yeah, we got visual on target. They got a drone going in or whatever. And then this colonel, this sergeant or whatever's like, confirmed strike. And then this woman, like on their little like drone footage, she seemingly sees what you assume is her husband and son.
Yes.
Basically.
Well, you see a picture like next to
her. Yeah. You see a picture, and then they're just like waving at the drone, and then she's like, "Oh no, strike aboard."
I'm not being funny. That is epic warfare. That's so actually epic. Funny tactics.
That's so funny, quite frankly.
Well, I would have if it was you, right? And let's say I'm a Zygon, right? And you're on you're fucking Corporal Nathan or whatever on the strike.
Yeah. Right. Sergeant Nathan.
Yeah, I'd have got out the door, waved at you. You would have had a crisis of faith. I can't bomb Lawrence. And then when you weren't looking and everyone else was still looking at the screen, I would have full mooned you. Just out of disrespect, I'd have gone, have this.
I mean, that's definitely him.
Yeah, that's actually real Lawrence.
Kill him now! Kill him!
I like that you could imply from your comments there that either I sound like the kind of guy that would full moon you, or you have expert knowledge of the view of my arse.
To be honest, it's both. Okay, I've seen your arse way too many times.
When did you last see my arse?
Because you will happily full moon me at any given chance.
There is nothing funnier. Right, hang on. Nathan, go to bed. Nathan Jr., go to bed. Right, there is nothing funnier than full mooning someone. Right, like in a consensual environment.
Let me just stress, this is not a joke, by the way. Lawrence has 100%. It's one of what he thinks is the funniest jokes he does. He 100% will at any point just full moon me.
It's one of them scenarios, right, where you just go, it's like here's my arse. It's funny. The worst one I did was when I put my phone. I was on FaceTime to you, and I put my phone on my chair, and I mooned out, and then I sat on my phone camera, so you would have had a view of my ass sitting down on you.
I have nightmares about it sometimes.
Oh, God. I don't regret. No regrets, Nathan.
No regrets at all. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kate arrives in New Mexico.
Yes, Kate arrives in New Mexico again.
Truth or Consequences, a real place. By the way.
I didn't know this. This was facts to me on the sentences and words. Firstly,
Okay.
no, I didn't know. I'd never heard of this. But this is an actual thing. That's pretty cool.
I only found out it was real a little while ago. I just happened to be on Google Maps, just looking. I was actually, I think, looking at Albuquerque because I recently watched High School Musical on Google Maps, and then I just stumbled across Truth or Consequences. I was like, oh shit, that's in Doctor Who.
That's the Doctor Who town.
That's real. Oh, sick.
I like fucking the Breaking Bad house, which is actually in Albuquerque.
And that woman who lives there, she like fucking hates anyone who comes to see it, which is, I think, is fair enough. If you constantly like got people throwing pizzas on your roof,
this is it. Yeah.
Then I feel like it's fair enough to be like, fuck off.
Yeah, it's funny for a week, but when you're constantly fishing moldy pizzas off your roof in the hot New Mexico sun.
Surely you can sell that for like $1 million.
I think she did. I think she sold up and fucked off. Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
Don't blame her.
Yeah.
Do not blame her.
And yeah, you absolutely could sell that for so much fucking money. Like, that's the Breaking Bad house. Like,
sell it to AMC. Let them sell it into a fucking museum or some shit.
This house is just our little museum.
Our little Breaking Bad museum. This is where Walter made some meth. Oh, great.
He was in it. This is where such famous scenes have happened, such as the various family stuff, which is the least interesting aspects of Breaking Bad.
This is where everyone hated that woman for no reason.
Yeah, this is where that woman lived. That was the only correct person in the show.
Yeah, and everyone was like, I fucking hate that bitch, man. How dare she not let her abusive, evil husband cook meth?
Yeah, she's withholding that meth dealer's daughter from him. What a fucking bad mum.
Insane.
Yeah. Genuinely watch that show again if you still don't have a sympathetic lens to view Skylar for. Like, I don't know what to say to you, man. We wouldn't like each other in real life.
You're a fucking idiot. That's the case.
So Kate arrives. There's a no dog sign with the words "No British" also printed on it.
No British, yeah. Got them. Fucking got those.
Get out of here.
British dogs.
Yeah. Fix your teeth, fuckheads.
Oh, come on, no.
That's what they say.
No. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Kate's being watched by a little Zygon POV as well.
Is she?
Yeah.
Or is that just camera work?
I wrote it down. I don't know how true it is.
I didn't get that impression.
Okay.
I thought it was just a bit of interesting camera work, but you know.
I don't know what happened here, Nathan. Someone snuck in and said something dumb, and now they've snuck out again of the house.
All right, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Anyway, she goes into the police station, and then there's a cop there, and she's like, "Hello, I'm a cop.
Yeah,
I'm not a Zygon. Don't worry about it."
I'm very clearly, obviously not a Zygon. Actually, thank you very much.
Yeah. Don't check though. Don't do any work on that. Anyway, you good? You got any backup coming?
Yeah. Anything fishy going on I should know about? No.
Where's you got any backup? Anyway,
just to check you're 100% alone, right?
Yeah.
No one's coming to chat. I do like seeing Kate in the field though, right? A criticism
I do too. Very cool.
A criticism I could make of the show, a broad criticism of the more recent episodes of the show is I think that they, aside from maybe one episode fairly recently,
Bros watched a Lucky Day.
Maybe. No, but they make Kate a bit of a desk rider. Just someone that stands in the base of operations room and goes.
She's the big boss, though, isn't she?
But
it is rare for the big boss to go out in the field.
Yeah, but that's what makes Kate so cool. Like I like seeing Kate in New Mexico strapping out.
Too,
like,
to be fair, there's something very like James Bond about this episode. Really.
I think so.
It's very espionage, and like you said at the beginning, like a political thriller stuff. Really, it's very like seeing Kate like get out of like the SUV, get loads of her gun and shit. It's like, oh, this is cool. I like this.
This is Torchwood right here.
Yeah.
The black SUV.
Only if this was Torchwood. Hello, I'm as
bang
bang in the fucking head.
what I'm saying is, it's a shame just seeing Kate kind of like shackled to a desk these days. Because now so often her presence in episodes is just fire the laser or whatever.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
fire the unit command.
Pull up the specs on that. Can I get some data here?
Can I have sex with this hot?
Nathan, stop! We have to cut stuff.
Sorry.
Bro's getting too lackadaisical on the mic.
What does that mean?
Is that a word? I feel like I used that wrong. I'm going to
feel
Google
like
it.
you made that up. Lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical. Oh no, I used it completely wrong. Oh no, sort of. It's a word for careless.
Okay, well, yeah.
So it's right, but also it also can mean lacking enthusiasm, which is not true.
No, definitely more so the first one.
Yeah.
Really.
So okay, and that's the second definition. So I think I'm wrong.
Careless whisper.
Lackadaisical whisper. I'm never gonna dance again. Lackadaisical feet I've got no rhythm.
Yeah, it doesn't quite have the same rhythm.
No, maybe not. I think George Michael might have had it right the first time.
Maybe.
We can't ask him because he's dead.
He is dead. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
So sorry, it's just because we're jumping all over the place here quite a bit. We're jumping from like country to country and different strike teams and everything.
Yeah.
But basically, the Doctor and Unit go to this little village.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They go to this little village. Lawrence, earlier I was going to ask, do you recognise this village? I'll ask that now. Do you recognise this little village?
I in my mind, I feel like I do. And especially once you said it, I went,
yes.
I'm sure he's correct. I'm sure there's something I should know here, but I don't. So please tell me.
Once I say it, you'll know 100, but you'll be like, oh, fuck, of course it is.
Let me think.
I'll give you 5 seconds.
Okay, thanks.
5.
Wait, is it in Doctor Who?
Hello.
Okay. No, I'm lost.
Time's up. This is also the same film and location for the town of Christmas, where Matt Smith regenerated.
Fuck!
Okay?
Yeah.
It's the same church, like where Matt Smith lives in the church. It's the same fucking the church with the tower and everything.
Yeah. You 100% fucking get it now. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, obviously, it's decorated with Christmas shit for Christmas, but
yeah, no, the set dressing's different, but the architecture is fucking 1-to-1. God damn, that's annoying.
Trends are law.
Trends are law.
That's some Doctor Who trends of lore. That doesn't work.
No, I liked it.
Like lore, you know?
I think back it, and I like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not confident with it.
Everyone write in, let us know explicitly how you feel about Nathan's bit.
Feeling very lackadaisical.
Oh, no, it's lackadaisical, Nathan.
Oh, fuck no.
Nathan, have you seen the new Doctor Who episode, Lucky Daisical?
I might have, I don't know.
Bro thought he was us with that
Doctor Who
podcast.
episode, Let's Go Do a Haircut?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it yet, no, but I heard about it. I heard about it. It's largely revolved around I'm getting a haircut.
Yeah.
So right, what's going on now? So the Doctor's chatting with the military woman. She's like, I wish we could gas these cunts.
Yeah, she's like, I wish we could kill every single one of these fucking cunt
including
monsters.
the kids, by the way.
Yeah, I want to I'll burn every single kid there is with my bare hands, all right?
The Doctor's like, it's very clear that you are the normal chill side in this conflict.
You're the right person to lead this mission. Anyway, let's go.
She's like, frankly, Doctor, it's really annoying I can't gas these cunts out to death.
Anyway, like, whatever. I just want to get to the scene of the church, really, because I think that's quite interesting.
Yeah, sure.
The rest of it's not really all that relevant. It's just all dressing and shit.
Yeah.
But they get to the church, and they're like, right, we'll go inside. We got like signals in here or whatever. Maybe this is where they're all hiding. So let's go in. Don't trust anything you see. Obviously, there's Zygons, so we'll go around the back. You storm the front. Off we go. All right. So the Doctor and this sergeant lady, they creep around the back, and then, like, the commanding soldier or whatever, he fires a shot on the air and is like, come on now, your hands up, we're unit, we got you surrounded, we're big boys, we got guns and everything like this, all right?
They do say that, yeah.
That's what they say. That's the standard fucking spiel.
Yeah.
And then this old, like, woman, not old, like a middle-aged woman or whatever comes out.
I believe we've categorized this age bracket as MILFs.
MILF status, yeah. MILF status woman comes out and she's like, "Don't shoot me, Johnny. I'm your mom."
Johnny, I'm just your mom.
Johnny, it's me, your mom.
Hey, you want a meatball sub, Johnny?
I'll make you a meatball palm, Johnny.
He does come out saying all those things.
Yeah. That's what she says. Yeah, and then I don't know. I think it's interesting. Everything we know how the Zygons work. We know how they operate. Presumably, UNIT and stuff do it. Presumably, they briefed these soldiers and know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
And they even say to him like, "Don't trust it. It's clearly not your mum. Ask specific questions." And he does, which she just evades. And he says name and place of my birth, and she just like moves on. She just doesn't answer it. And
it should be
like,
so clear cut. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, "What was the name of my favorite teddy or whatever?" And she's like, "I don't remember.
I don't remember, Johnny.
Don't shoot me because I don't remember."
You gonna fucking shoot me, Johnny?
And on two levels, like I'm kind of torn on this because like on one level I'm like, "You're a fucking idiot, man. What are you doing? You know how they work. You're a fucking idiot. Shoot her in the head." But then at the same time I'm like, but if it was my mum, you know,
it's the 1% chance that that's my actual mum. Yeah.
If it was my mum talking to me, and like even if I still had all that information, I knew how the Zygons work. Just the fact that from a visual point of view, it is my mum. You know, that's exactly what my mum looks like, and she's saying, "Please don't kill me, Nathan." I don't know if I'd have the strength to pull that trigger at all, man. That's you gotta be. I don't know. You got to have a pretty strong stomach to be able to do that. You know,
you got to be pretty fucking detached, haven't you? Like
100%. Yeah, it's really fucking. It's very easy to say you're a fucking idiot, but I think being in the actual situation is a different thing altogether.
I'm in the same boat you're in, right? Because I can see completely why both arguments are fair, but from an emotional level, which this episode it's obviously like it's a son pointing a gun at his mum.
Yes.
It's supposed to invoke an emotion within you, right? And I think that there's such subtle choices in the writing as well. I think is so fucking talented. We've already praised the script earlier, but like saying things like, he doesn't believe this woman at first, but instinctively he goes, "Mum, I need to ask you some questions."
Yes,
and it's
exactly.
Not your mum, Chief. Like you've already lost it, and I think that's maybe why the Zygon doesn't need to answer any of those questions because I've got you.
Lost. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's really well done. I think
it is. Yeah,
it's really well done. And she's like saying, "No, it's not us who's the imposters. It's your commanding officers. They're the ones who have been taken.
Divide and conquer, man. Divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer, instilling that bit of doubt and stuff. And it's really interesting. But then all the soldiers are like, all more like family members and shit come out, and then they're all like, "Yeah, we'll go in here and die." Why not?
So look, I fully respect it, and I get the scene. Right? It is then. It is a little stretch that the entirety of UNIT's fucking detachment here go like, off we go. There's people that need our help in this barn that we have strong intelligence to lean on is filled with Zygons. I totally see where you're coming from, but I think the episode then does maybe rely on that good faith judgment a bit too much.
I think so too. What's then a bit strange is then like the doctor and the sergeant, they like go into the church like from around the back. They like shoot down the door and then break in, and they see like when a Zygon kills someone, they basically turn into a little bale of electric hay, basically.
Yeah, something I could hoover up.
Yeah, just a little like ball of dust, and it's got some lightning around it or something. And they see like several piles of those. But like, where the fuck have the Zygons gone? They're just not there at all. I think the sergeant even says, "Where are the Zygons?" or something. But like, it's never really touched upon.
Yeah. Really. So I think again, this is one of them hand wavy things. It's the nearest available humans. It's one of them where it's just
they're all hiding. They're in the cupboard. Don't worry.
And I also think sometimes like shape shifting, it gets confused with just like essence shifting in a sense. Like I think a lot of writers can sometimes.
What do you mean by that?
Well, like I feel like a lot of the times you can be like, they've just shifted into something else or somewhere else, and it's like,
maybe a cupboard,
maybe it's a fucking lamp or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like sometimes writers use that as a quick excuse of quick get them out the room. kind of thing.
Maybe.
Because, yeah,
But they're
theoretically,
also,
there
like,
should be a
there
bunch
was-
of Zygons waddling out the back door.
There'd be like fucking 20 Zygons.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of them. Yeah.
They should have just kept playing the same trick over and over again. Like, if I was a Zygon, right, this is my galaxy brain read, right?
Yeah.
I'd have only been one Zygon, and I'd have fucking murked everyone, done them all the soldiers, right? Then I would have shapeshifted into that soldier that I just killed, right? And I've been like, I'm the only one that got out of here alive. I can't believe how lucky I was.
We do see one in a little bit, but there is seemingly only one in this entire fucking church. But whatever. Anyway, that sergeant lady is like, fucking right. We need to bomb the hell out of this place. She says it's infested.
Yeah.
Horrible word choice.
Yeah.
I think.
Grim.
Yeah, you know what I hate? This isn't really relevant, but I hate I fucking despise the term shark-infested waters.
Yeah, man.
That's where they live, cunt.
Yeah.
That's their home, man. It's not infested, it's just where they fucking live.
You're the parasite.
You're
here.
exactly,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to be
You and your
there.
fucking little dinghy.
Shark-infested waters. Insane.
That's they can't live anywhere else, man.
No, that's just their home, man. They're just chilling. I love sharks. I think they're beautiful creatures.
You have such a soft affection for the ocean and its mysteries within.
Brother, let me return to the goo.
Maybe he is Nathan Jr.
The ocean, she calls to me. I do have an affinity for the ocean.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember
keep
did you
saying-
like Avatar 2 again? I think you did.
I did like Avatar too. Yeah, I keep saying to Catherine, I wanna sail across the world in a little in a little boat across the ocean. And she's like, that's not a good idea. You will instantly die. I'm like, no, but it'll be cool.
It'd be cool until I die. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be cool. I love it. I'll have fun. It's good stuff.
So yeah, you're right. The military woman, she's fuming. She's like, I'm gonna fucking bomb this whole fucking gaff, man.
Yeah.
Again, I'm gonna level a religious site. That sounds cool.
Yes.
Chill
100%.
and normal stuff.
Chill and normal thing to do.
Yeah. But while she's obviously having a emotional. Oh, no, this is something I wrote down. I kind of wanted to say that it's an obvious emotional reaction, pretending to be a tactical solution. This is so much of fucking
yes.
radicalization and so much of this othering and the bigotry and the hate behind it, right? It's pure rage and it's pure anger and frustration at your own life's misfortune that you disguise as, well, how can we take care of our own if we keep letting people in? And it's like, no, they're not the problem, mate. It's the government that still fuck you over at every turn that are the problem. Like, I don't know, like something about how she immediately switches on emotion made me think about it.
100%. People they're always very quick to point the finger and to talk about like radicalization and stuff. But the very clear and very easy to see truth of the matter is clearly radicalization has happened on both sides. Okay?
Yes, yeah.
Because like, look at you, bro.
Yes.
Right? Like, Jesus. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's dumb. I do like
Yeah.
the argument of like, it's this person that's just arrived in a boat that's fucked my country for the last 20 years. I'm like,
Sure it is.
tell me
man.
how.
Yeah, sure.
Tell me how.
Yeah, this person who just got here. Yeah.
So yeah, she's like, Doctor, you got 10 minutes to find fucking Osgood here, or I'm just gonna level it and level her as well. Who cares?
Yeah.
And the Doctor's like, cool, sounds chill. Anyway, bye or whatever.
Anyway, she's under the stairs or something. She's in a little basement.
Yeah.
He finds the basement basically, and he finds Osgood. And then this is where the one Zygon in the building comes in. He's like, I'm a Zygon, I'm gonna get you.
Yeah.
But then like the airstrike comes in and it fucking crushes him or whatever. And they're like, oh, so much for 10 minutes. That was like 5 seconds. But
Yeah. It sounds like
whatever.
you just got back there and just went red button it.
Blow it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a normal thing to do. But then they take this Zygon hostage or whatever. The one Zygon in the building, they take it hostage.
Yeah.
So.
But then it doesn't
that's
matter
good
anyway
stuff.
because they all get bombed, right? Like, does the Zygon
Maybe.
get bombed?
Oh, yeah, I guess the rest got bombed.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Because they were all hiding as tables or whatever.
They're all playing prop hunt in the fucking in the church.
They were.
Does one of them? I fucking look. I'm full disclosure here. I was changing a nappy when this scene was on.
Oh, no, bro's dealing with shitty nappy. Let me translate for our American audience.
Yeah.
Diaper.
Yeah, that's a gross word, diaper. By the way, nappy is fun and cool.
nappy's little is whimsical.
I think so. Yeah, it's like your little nappy, man.
It's got a little nappy on.
Yeah, and we've started saying, how you just change words into dumb other words when you're just talking nonsense to a baby. Nappies are now napishas in the house.
Napishas. Yeah. Napisha.
Mate, I'm a different man. A month ago, if you could have put a gun to my head and asked me to have a strong opinion on nappies, and I would have died. Right?
Yeah.
Now, mate, miss me with the Mamiya nappies, right? Catch me.
What's a Mamiya nappy?
Well, it's a shit dog wank fucking brand of nappy, man, that is shit. And it
what's
leaks.
The best brand?
Mate, it pains me to say it. I'm cycling through them, right? I'm going brand to brand to brand until I find my brand and lock it in.
Right. Bro's tested.
But I'm beta testing every
Bro's
nappy.
doing his market research.
I fully am. I'm buying little packs of lots of nappy brands.
Okay.
But the one after about 4 brands so far, it's Pampers, man. They're the go.
Pampers, there we go. They're still got like seal of approval.
Yeah.
Goes to Pampers. You want to sponsor us? Why don't you go do with a whole bunch of nappies for free?
I fully could. I fully could, man. They're expensive as fuck.
Are they?
Yeah, man. Anyway, I'll keep everyone updated on my nappy opinions as the weeks go on.
How many nappies do you go for in a day? Because like sometimes I like talk to you on the phone and you're like, I just changed him and he's literally just done another shit.
It depends if he's having if bro's shitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking. In a 24-hour period, fucking maybe like 10 to 15 nappies.
That is insane.
It's pissing because they don't let out a full piss. They can't control their bladder. It's a little dribble here and there, a little mini piss there, a big piss there.
That's fucked, man.
Yeah. Anyway, that's nappy talk.
Snappy talk for this week. This podcast has really changed.
Yeah, exactly.
Since Lawrence was at a kid, man. We've never done a nappy talk segment.
No,
there we go.
Now we're going to keep it. Now it's replacing Weirdo of the Week. It's Nappy of the Week.
It's baby's shit of the week, everyone.
We rank them and rate them.
Oh, no. What an awful thing.
I keep fun fact for behind the scenes. I keep trying to wind Nathan up every time he FaceTimes me. I go, "Do you want to check out this nappy, mate?" And he's like, "No, please don't."
No, don't show that to me.
Even my son's trying to moon you.
Like father, like son. All right.
Does one of the Zygons go Clara? And then get bombed?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the one in the basement.
Why does he go Clara and then get bombed?
I don't know. I think because the doctor says Clara.
Oh, and he's saying it like, and maybe it's like Clara's actually our mate.
Oh no! It's because I'm looking at the script now. What happens is Osgood says they fled through the tunnels. They're going back to the UK. I think that's where all the others went. Actually, they're going back to the UK because they got underground tunnels or whatever.
Yeah.
If you're here,
that's a fucking walk, isn't it?
That's a big tunnel, man. If you're here, they've got you out of the way. Who's left in the UK? And the doctor says Clara, and then the Zygon goes Clara.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Like taunting him.
He's mugging it, basically,
yeah. What
a prick.
Yeah.
Fucking. All right, and here's another point, right? Where I. Oh no, I remember this now. Sorry, this is still nappy moment. And my note says a cop shows Kate a bin of dead people and then gestures to 4 big wheelie bins.
Full of dead people.
Yeah, I'm completely understanding it now, but I just saw wheelie bin in my note and I'm like, was this a prop hunt joke? Was I going to do this again? I don't know what that was meant to be.
All right, sick. Anyway, that cop's a Zygon.
Yes.
She's like, I'm a Zygon, you don't have any backup coming.
Yeah.
And that's where that arc ends for this story.
Yeah.
For this part. Clara is like, so the unit soldiers, right, this is a bit broken up. This all goes back and forth here.
Yeah, okay. It's one of them endings where it's all over the gaff, yeah.
It's all over the gaff. So I'm just going to do it in parts, all right?
Sure.
I'm going to do... what should we do? Doctor and Plane or Clara and Thingy?
We can do Doctor and Plane, and I will lean on you while I find all my notes.
Okay, sick. So Doctor and Plane, they have the fucking Zygon tied up.
Yep.
And they're like, we're on the plane. Let's quickly get back to the UK so we can help out and ship. I like that Osgood is like, first of all, she's like, the doctor says to her, "Oh, you've accessorized." because of her question mark collar, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you used to wear question marks." He says, "I still do. I wear question mark underpants." He says.
She's like, makes you wonder what the question is, isn't it? Like, that's good writing. That's fun.
That is fun, yeah. But then he asks her, human or Zygon.
Yeah.
Okay. And she says she doesn't answer that question because there is no question to answer.
Yeah.
Okay. She says her sister and her were the living embodiment of the piece we made. I am human and Zygon. And then the Doctor, who has his weird trauma for this series, goes, like a hybrid.
Yes. He's really locked in on what this is, isn't he?
He is. He's obsessed with this hybrid. Yeah. He can't let go of it. Ever since Davros mentioned it or whatever, he's fucked on it.
Also, they're doing some like mental stretches here. Like, that's not what a hybrid. That's just a cutesy way that Osgood sees herself. Like, that's not what a hybrid actually is.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? And then he says, he says it doesn't matter anyway because I already know, and actually I won't tell anyone that you're human, Osgood, because if you were a Zygon, you'd have fucking changed back by now, because humans need the original alive to keep the copy going. Yeah. And Zygon's like, no, cunt. That's how it used to work.
You're not up to date on TARDIS Wiki, mate. And it shows.
Exactly. The lore has changed since the 70s or whatever, cunt.
Yeah.
All right.
Our biology has altered.
Yes. So she explains that before Zygons could pluck loved ones from your memory and wear their face, Zygons only need to keep the original alive now if they need information from them. If the interrogation is over, then the original can die.
So I guess available humans is dead cunts then.
Yes.
Mate, between this and the Cybermen, right? Can the fucking dead rest in Doctor Who of late? Like, every 5 minutes they're being fucking resurrected and gussied up to be some cunt.
You imagine being like a funeral director?
It's a busy time for you.
Like a mortician or whatever, and you've I don't know, you've maybe done like a, what's that thing called where you,
like an autopsy?
Yes, an autopsy or whatever on a dead cunt, or you've dressed them up for a funeral or whatever. And then you're just like, I don't know, going for a sausage roll one day at Greg's, and then the person serving you is like a Zygon, but obviously you don't know that, and you're like, you're really.
I fucking swear.
I swear I fucking cut you.
I cut your knob out or something. Is that what more?
I don't think anyone's cutting their knobs out, mate.
I cut your knob off.
That's a weird mortician if they are. They're just taking a little trophy for themselves.
They did it to Rasputin, didn't they? They cut his junk off and stuck it in a bowl. They? Yeah, they made Rasputin's cock's in a jam jar somewhere in Russia, I'm pretty sure.
The Master?
Yeah, the Master's Sacha Dhawan's cock.
No. That's it. That's a joke for later. Rah, Rasputin.
Oh, we'll get to that. Maybe opinions have changed. I don't know how I feel.
One for the ages, that would be.
Nathan, I'm looking at the time and I'm on limited time.
Oh, you are.
We got a breeze.
Lawrence has got a hard out. Okay, he's got a hard out of 5:30. All right, we need to get cracking. All right, so
they're on the plane. The Zygon's like, the Doctor's like, what do you want, Zygon? And he's like, you're the president of the world. And the Doctor's like, yeah. And he's like, I want the world, Chief. That's what I'm after.
Yeah.
Me and my fucked teeth.
And then he gets a phone call from Clara, and we'll leave that there. Okay.
Yes.
And then we'll go back.
Park this.
Park this. All right. So Clara, so the unit soldiers arrive. The backup arrives under the tunnels with Clara and that woman whose name I should know, but I don't. And they're like,
the one that got fired.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't know why this bit I don't know why.
It's not even funny.
I know. I don't even know what the relevance is. Like, why did she get fired? What happened?
I don't know. I can't remember.
No idea.
I just know that we said it and we still don't know her name. So
okay, well, that's good stuff from us. Anyway, so they're in the underground tunnels and they're like, fuck. We found the Zygon nest or something.
Yeah.
And like these are their pods. And then Clara says, basically, we need to eradicate these pods before the Zygons come up and attack us. And then that woman's like, well, that's not how they operate.
Yeah.
They-
I like this, man. The slow penny drop of like,
yeah.
Zygons don't fucking do that. What do you mean they don't need to keep people in a little
Yeah.
pod or some shit? They're not copies. Like,
And then Clara, like, she goes like, no, they're gonna fucking take us all over. And she goes and like wipes some goo off one, and it's Clara in the pod. Okay, like sleeping Clara in the pod, and she's like, oh, it's me.
yeah. Do you reckon she was
They're
like,
gonna-
she swiped and she went, fuck, this my plan's fucked.
It's me.
Whoa, this is a shock to me.
Whoa, but to be fair, like she does do a good job of saying like oh they're making copies of us. They're gonna fucking rise up and whatever. And then that woman's like, no, I don't think that's how they operate.
Yeah.
And then the penny starts to drop. Okay.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, they only keep the original lives so they can copy them. And then all throughout this scene, Clara's doing some incredible fucking face movements.
Yes,
like
man.
her evil face comes on
Yeah.
again, incredibly fucking hot. I am very aroused during all of this.
Bathed in red lighting as well. I'm
Bathed
like,
in
woo.
red light, in evil, sexy Clara. I'm
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she's like, the other Zygons arrive. They have them all surrounded, and she's just like, kill the fucking traitors,
Yeah.
or whatever Clara says. And then they just execute them.
It's
Pretty sick.
It's Jenna Coleman's performance and how like her efforts being Clara, quote unquote,
Yes.
being Clara, they get more relaxed as she realizes like I'm rumbled, so I don't need to keep up this
100%.
facade. You could say, Nathan,
Yeah.
she might get a bit lackadaisical with it.
No, I don't think anyone can say that. Then we get a flashback to the scene from earlier.
Yes.
To explain what happened with Sandeep's parents, basically.
Yeah.
And we see a Zygon basically zap her, and then Clara turn into a Zygon, basically.
Yeah, essentially.
Or a
Yeah.
Zygon turn into Clara. I
Which
guess.
explains why she didn't call child protection services
Yes.
on those weird parents. Yeah.
So Clara's been a Zygon this entire time. She calls herself Bonnie, I think. She
Yes,
says,
Bonnie, yeah.
Hello, Clara, I'm Bonnie, she says. And then that's Clara.
In my notes, Nathan, I'm the problem because she's down as evil Clara.
No.
I'm like, maybe she's just Clara on the other side. Maybe she's
she is
she's
evil.
Bonnie. She is evil Clara. She does
is
want to
evil,
bomb
but
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, she is like, we're gonna kill everyone. So I think it's not racist to call her evil. Okay,
Any criticism, Nathan, is inherently racist. You must know
Bro's
that.
too cautious.
This is what they do. This is what they do. The left divide themselves, calling everything racist.
Oh bloody hell! Here he goes. Here he
Just be
goes.
careful. Everyone think. Use your heads.
Bro's watched one episode of Andor and he thinks he.
Nathan, the infighting on the left will doom us all further than the right will.
It's true. So Clara then goes to get a fucking big RPG. Oh, sorry, Bonnie, I should say.
Yeah.
Goes to get a big rocket launcher and
Picks
goes
up
to
a
blow up
heat-seeking missile.
a heat-seeking missile, a UAV.
Yeah, no, a
that's
UAV is
that's
a scanner.
drone thing.
Yeah, it determines location. Yeah.
Bro's played COD.
Rose playing COD. I was playing COD the other day. Great goated game.
I saw it on your Instagram story. I'm like, Bro's a father. What's he doing?
No, man, you got to put him on it straight away. Look at these war crimes, boy.
What kind of a name is Soap? Anyway?
Had a muppet like you pass selection. Soap, it's your
Fruit
turn to the
killing.
CQB test.
Your fruit killing skills are remarkable.
Now remember, switching to your pistol's always faster than reloading. Mate, I can tell you, you should never test me on Call of Duty quotes. I've got the book in here.
Well, specifically Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yes,
1 and 2 quotes.
1, 2,
3
yeah.
and 3. I think you're less sure on, but
3's hazier because I was older, and also
they haven't remastered it.
yeah, the powers that be go like, you want to play this game? Fuck you, die.
Tough.
Yeah,
You can't.
yeah. Do you own a PC? No, kill yourself then.
Kill yourself. Yeah.
Oh god.
Anyway,
For this mission, you'll have to run the cargo ship solo in less than 60
Lauren,
seconds.
shut up. Shut up.
Gaz, Nathan, I don't know if you know this, Gaz holds the current squadron
I
record.
don't care. I fucking regret bringing it up.
I beat Gaz's squadron record,
Lawrence,
by the
you've
way.
got a hard out, all right?
Shit, yeah, fuck, go.
Right. So Clara's gone to pick up a Call of Duty weapon or whatever.
A Stinger heat seeker, you could say.
And then she just quickly arrives at the cliffs of Dover.
Well, you've got one word, in those tunnels.
Sorry, I forgot about the Zygon tunnels.
She took those quick tunnels. Mate, the Zygons could assimilate a lot easier if they went, we built all these tunnels, by the way. If you just want to put a train in them, I'm pretty sure you'd accept us pretty quickly in your place.
It's pretty sick, I will say.
Yeah.
Very good stuff. Anyway, she's like, she calls the doctor, and then they have a quick conversation on the phone. And Clara basically just says, Clara is dead, Kate Stewart is dead, Unit is dead or something.
Viva la Bonnie.
Viva la Bonnie. And then truth or consequences. And then she fires the missile, and then that's it.
That's
Off-screen explosion.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Mate, goated fucking ending. Goated episode as a whole.
Yes.
Yes. This is how you part one. This is how you do a part one. You give us a full mystery and reveal. So often with part ones, right, they save all the gold for the last 5 minutes.
True.
But
true,
spread
100%.
the gold out, man.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Great stuff.
Great stuff indeed.
What do we do at this point? Oh,
I don't
the
know.
button, the weirdo button.
Oh, yes. Fuck, it has been a while, hasn't it? Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Hold on.
Weirdo of the week. Weirdo.
This is everyone's favourite section of the show where we get to take a chance to look back and reflect on some of the weird and wonderful and grubby little characters who come across our screens each and every week. Haven't said that for 6 weeks, but didn't miss a fucking beat.
You good? That's good, man. That's good shit right there.
Lawrence, who is your weirdo that you're choosing to celebrate for this week?
So it is the teacher of the little school trip to the park.
Oh, I don't remember that character.
No. They're a character that appear in a wide shot, and that's it. Right, on the back of the head. Yeah, it's just that it's the assumption, Nathan.
Was there a teacher? A teacher's regularly taking the class to a park?
Yeah, you can take a class to the park. Yeah, if parents have signed off on it.
I don't think that's what's happening. But all right, I'll hear you out.
They're all dressed in their school things, and they're walking.
Are they not walking home from school?
No, they're walking.
Is it not parents with their child?
No, I don't think so, because it's only one adult, and they all stay in the park to play.
Yeah, but one parent could be walking their child home, and some children walk home themselves.
No, you're not fucking. Not a bunch of not all the 8-year-olds are all walking home the exact same fucking way.
I don't think this is the entire school. Okay.
No, but shut up, Nathan. I got a heart out. Sidestep criticisms.
Okay.
Right. No, I made my statements earlier. The Doctor is rightfully in the park first, dressed in his weird attire. A man does reserve the right to dress weirdly and sit in a park. It's weird, but
he's
it can
not
happen.
dressed that weird. He's wearing a hoodie and a lovely little space jumper,
It's
which
weird
I enjoy.
park attire though. It's a good space jumper though. Yeah, to be fair.
It's not weird park attire.
I think it's weird park attire. If you're a man kissing 60, you're sat on a swing, not moving. It's weird. I think.
But I think that's weird regardless of attire, though.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. It's just the concoction of it all, I think, makes it an odd scene.
Sure.
Teacher can't do anything. It's a public park, right?
Yeah.
However, when the Doctor approaches 2 little girls and starts talking to them and following them around on a little jungle gym situation, right?
Yeah.
That's when the teacher could walk up and say something. And the fact that the teacher didn't, weird.
Yeah. I don't think it's a teacher.
Well, Nathan, no time. Well, who's your weirdo?
All right. Okay. Great. Mine is the drone operator in a unit. Okay.
Oh yeah, I know where this is going.
Yeah, because basically for kind of 2 reasons. First of all, she's got that picture of her husband and son, which is covering up half the controls on her thing. I don't know.
The monitor, I guess.
Yeah, the system, whatever.
Yeah.
The controls or
the
whatever.
UAV Predator drone, Nathan.
Yeah, sure. It's covering up half her controls, okay? But then also, 1 or 2 things happen, okay? She either fires a missile, okay, and then we're following the footage of the missile, but then she somehow has perfect control of that missile and can take it right into town and stop it just before it hits the fucking building or whatever.
Yeah.
and lets it stare directly at her husband and son as they wave at the missile. Okay.
Yeah.
Or she flies the drone directly into town about 4 feet away from the building she's intending to blow up.
Yeah.
Okay. Either one of those, weird.
Yeah, either one of those is not how you use a missile, yeah.
No, a drone is like usually like 4 miles back and then we'll fire a shot. Ask Obama. He knows.
Yeah,
all right?
They all know.
They all know. All right?
It's also, if anyone's going to be like, oh, they've zoomed in, they haven't. It's a manual crane movement.
There is no camera is that good.
No. Yeah. And also, the way it moves, it's not a zoom.
Yeah.
It's not a hard zoom.
It's moving around buildings.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's crazy.
Good stuff. 2 legitimate weirdos, I think.
Well, I don't know. Lawrence, I genuinely have no idea what happens next.
I can tell you that, Nathan, but first, let me go on my phone.
Okay. Oh, is it thoughts?
Yeah, it's thoughts next, yeah.
Oh, God, these thoughts were sent in fucking months.
I know. I hope everyone remembers what they say.
I don't.
Well, Nathan, I can tell you exactly what happens next. There you go. I gave myself 2 options.
Good stuff.
Now I've got to leave all this in. Nathan, it's time for the audience to have their say.
There's like 3, 4.
Well, I'll go one, you go the other, I'll go the last.
All right, sick. Let me just check if I have any emails, actually.
Okay. Nathan, it is time for the audience to have their say. If you're new, you can write into the emails or the Discord and let us know your thoughts on the episode. We look through some, we pick some out, we read them on the show. We read them on the show, and that's what we're doing right fucking now.
Anyway, this email is from Star.
Commander Star of the 10th Sontaran Battlefleet.
I assume it is from Commander Star of the 10th Sontaran Battlefleet.
Nice.
They say Nathan and Lawrence, spelled both our names wrong. Okay. I just wanted to say thank you for creating such a lovely podcast and Discord. It's really nice to be able to rant about my favourite little show, Doctor Who. Not many people know the show where I live. They have very bad taste, I must say. You have any listeners listening in Luxembourg yet? ? You do now. Shout out to Luxembourg.
Hell yeah, Luxembourg.
Hell yeah. I'm currently catching up on the podcast. Just got to the Matt Smith era. The 11th out. This was like a month ago, so I assume they're further along than that now. You guys have built something amazing. Also, you'll notice I spelt Lawrence as Lawrence. That's because Lawrence has the best opinions, and his word should be the law.
Oh, okay. In one vein, you spelt my name wrong, and I hate it, right? But it was done respectfully. Now I'm retracting that hate. That's nice.
And Nathan, again spelling correctly, please be kinder to Lawrence. Smiley face. I won't. Okay. P.S. It's 11 at night when writing this, so there's spelling mistakes. No, there isn't. Shush. P.P.S. I have no idea how emails work, so did this work? ? Yes, it did.
It arrived.
Hope you two are well. Smiley face. Star. Thank you, Star.
Thank you, Star. That's very kind. Nathan isn't always that mean to me. It's fine. Thank you, though, for your defense.
I am. I'm very mean.
Yeah, it's true. Especially when the cameras are off. He puts me in a little box and I have to live there.
It's true.
Sorry, I just received a text from my brother saying, would you say Fortnite is okay for my nephew to play?
How old's your nephew?
He's 8.
Yeah.
He played Fortnite. Yeah, there's no blood on it or whatever. Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah. Good on him.
Get him on 0 build, man. We'll fucking destroy
0.
him.
Oh, God, I'll condition him from day one. No build, man. No build is the way to go. Lovely stuff. Well, thank you for that email, Star. That's very, very kind. And you're right. My word should be law.
Sure. Now, again, we put the call out for these thoughts during the middle of Podageddon.
Yes.
Which was like a month ago or whatever. And they're all quite lackluster, so that's why.
Look, it's just what it is for a couple of weeks now. Maybe once people hear this, they'll beef up some thoughts for the next week. Who knows?
The posts are all closed, but you know.
Okay, fair enough then.
Maybe, we'll see. Maybe we can reopen.
We might reopen some of them. We closed them because we thought we'd have been done by then.
Yeah. But we'll see.
All right, lovely stuff. So Sage writes in, I'd let evil Jenna Coleman shoot me with a bazooka.
Same.
100%.
And more.
Yeah, and more.
Yeah.
Nathan, has someone else written in?
Carney Mark II, when they're not selling boner pills, says, those venom sacs don't seem that bad now, eh, Nathan? Definitely not. We're all running along a similar theme here, I think we'll see.
Well, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Venom sacs in the tongue.
Yeah, I got you now. Because kissing Clara.
Because kissing Clara.
Yeah. I could get amongst it.
Sure. Oh, wait, no, CD. Stop that.
Yes! I got away with it. And a rower, if that's how you say it. A rower? Like someone that rows professionally?
No, I don't think so.
A rower? A competitive rower, Nathan has written.
A rower.
A rower? You don't want to engage in this joke?
No, I don't. Just fucking do the thing. You got it hard out, Lauren.
Oh, shit, yeah. A rower says Zygon invasion, more like Zygon winvasion. I love a stupid pun. All serious, love this episode and its main villain Bonnie from FNAF, which is Five Nights at Freddy's.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I know that Bonnie's one of the bears, maybe. But I don't know which bear or what's
Is Bonnie the one that sings Can't wait to meet you.
Dunno.
So join the animatronic family.
I would simply
Open
stop
real
going to that haunted
soon.
place if I was.
I think it's like it's a job the guy works, isn't it?
Just
It's like
quit.
security.
Man. Like no job's worth
Well,
murdering.
he needs the money. He needs the money.
No, you could die. Then you're definitely not going to get paid.
Nah, it's fine.
Also, isn't the boss like part of the murderous?
I don't know. I've never played it.
I think it's Stu from Scream. I think. What's his name? Scooby.
Oh, Matthew Lillard?
Yeah, Shaggy. Yeah.
No, I think. Are you talking about the movie?
No, I'm talking about Shaggy, the one that goes, "It wasn't me."
All right, great. Okay.
But she called me on the counter.
Okay, great. Good stuff. Lawrence, what happens now?
Now, Nathan, I tell everyone that it's such a lovely pleasure to have them listen to the show, and if they've enjoyed it, they can give us.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. You can give us a little 5-star review if you also agree it's good that we're back, even though we never left from your perspective.
Yes.
You can also follow us on Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok, which I have forgotten about for the last month.
I've been meaning to bring it up. I didn't want to because I thought, Blood's been busy.
No, I'm back now. It's fair game. You can dig me out now.
It has been a while.
It has been a while. You can also join the Discord. There's genuinely, I should kind of beef this up by saying, join the Discord. There's actually really fun stuff going on over there. There's a Minecraft server we mentioned.
Yes, Minecraft server.
I feel like I took the Minecraft server thing, which you were gonna say.
No, there's also like people regularly. There's always like movie nights and like game nights and stuff. I recently dropped in and played some Among Us with some people on there, which was good fun. There's Minecraft. There's always shit going on, man. There's events, and you can engage as much or as little as you like.
Yeah.
There's no pressure to be constantly yapping like some of them are. There's no pressure to be. Silent. It's whatever you're comfortable with.
I believe you can lurk is the saying.
You can be a lurker.
Yeah.
You can be a berserker.
Bazooka. We circled it back around to the episode.
Yeah.
You can be a lurker, a lurcher. I have a dog.
You can be a lurker or you can be a jerker.
Oh, right. Okay. Anyway, join the Discord. Big thank you time for Nina for managing the short form content. I have not done it justice.
We're not really doing like Twitter and shit anymore.
No.
So like the best way to like get in touch with us or just to engage and stuff is through the Discord.
Yeah,
really, that's the best way to kind of like keep in contact and interact with us basically.
Other than TikToks, the socials don't do anything for the show. It just serves as a chore.
And I keep forgetting about Blue Sky and Instagram.
Yeah.
Really, like it's hard. It's okay. Like I need to post that thing. Okay,
yeah, it's annoying.
It is annoying, man. It is. Anyway, go on.
Thank you, Times. Thank you to Nina for managing the short form
What about
content.
thank you to me?
And you. Sorry, Nathan, I've forgotten. It's been a while.
Thank you.
Thank you for managing the short form content as well as marshalling the Discord alongside, of course, the lovely Melina and, of course, the lovely Pierce. If you are interested in hearing more from us, by the way, you can check out the Patreon. There is a link to sign up in the show notes. Sorry, I should have drunk more water.
£5 a month. For that, you get some delicious stuff. You get 3 bonus episodes of a bonus podcast. 3 whole bonus episodes. Was basically 1 a week if you don't worry about the other weeks where there isn't one.
Yeah, go and do something else for a week. Touch grass. That's our mindfulness week.
Yes, exactly.
The episode is silence, so you can enjoy your life.
You get a commentary. You get an episode about us just yapping about Doctor Who shit.
What's a commentary?
A commentary is where two dirty commies get on the mic. Two dirty commies talk about communism for an hour.
It's actually not that flawed of a system.
It's actually the most progressive system I can find. Anyway, so we have a commentary which you can check out. We have an episode where we just yap about Doctor Who shit.
Yeah.
It's usually like ranked or whatever fucking shit we make up.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a Still Got Rex as well, where we just talk about shit we like and enjoy.
Yeah, that's like a distilled concept from another Happy Pod. Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to hear us talk about something that isn't Doctor Who, that's where we talk about a lot of relevant and recent pop culture stuff, really.
Yeah, recent in that we recorded it a month before it aired.
No, but like now going forward, it's going to be...
It will be more recent going forward.
I think the next Still Got Rex is going to be like, I'm going to just do a quick fire catch up on a bunch of shit that I want to talk about.
100%.
Yeah. Anyway, do sign up for that. Like Nathan said, it's £5 a month. We think it's a good time, but you don't have to. I think
it's a good deal. Yeah. Also, there's notes, but like I'd never remember to post them. To be honest,
you get flamed every fucking week.
I'm quite far. I haven't posted them for like 2 weeks at this point, so I'm quite far behind. If I'm being honest, so just don't look. They'll come when they come.
Yeah,
all right?
They'll always be there.
They'll eventually be there. All right, but like, just don't worry about it.
And by the way, this is not like a tactic of like spreading out like your subscription. It's we genuinely just fucking forget.
I've got a lot on. All right.
Yeah, there's been stuff happening. All right, guys. I can either upload the notes or change a nappy. What would you rather?
And there's you'll get a mug at some point.
Yeah, you get the mug, man. Unless you fucked it with your Discord somehow or your Patreon.
Yeah. Also, just make sure your address is on there. Everyone, make sure your address is on there now. Otherwise, you won't get a mug. All right.
I cannot stress how much we will not be going back and fucking around with mugs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna chase it up. So if it's not on there, that's on you. All right. I'm not fucking sorting it out. All right.
Frankly, this is what you get. You get us reminding you in the last minute of the podcast.
I love that our Patreon ad read or whatever. It's so aggressive and hostile.
It is.
It's so sign up or don't. Fuck you.
And if you do, fuck you. I'd have more respect if you didn't sign up.
Fuck off. All right, leave us alone, you fucking cunt.
And speaking of the patrons, Nathan, we have a lovely little thing that we do where we find where our patrons are. Well, hang on, right? Fuck this. Hang on, right. And speaking of
everyone, it's been a while. He's rusty.
Nathan, we call our lovely patrons our companions. We pick them up in our weird little Temu TARDIS. And who have we been picking up this week?
What's going on with our TARDIS? What does it look like? Is it fucked?
It's a fucked, rusty shithole TARDIS,
Yeah. So look, I don't want to call on anyone or impose anyone to do any like fan art, but if anyone wants to draw our TARDIS, I'd enjoy that. And if they can make it fucked, that'd be also extra
It's
fun
fucked.
as well.
There's goo in the ceiling. Like, there's a mold stain that we've half painted over, but it's not very good.
I'm talking about just the exterior.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about the interior.
You don't need to go into all that.
We have a cupboard, but the door never quite closes because it's fucked on the hinges.
Okay, is it not a police box? Ours is a cupboard.
No. Inside, we've got kitchen cupboards. We've got counters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're talking about the interior again. Okay. Anyway, carry on.
Nathan, who are we picking up this week? You beautiful bastard.
This week we are picking up BTS Storm.
Whoa, BT Storm.
I should probably check if these are still active. Let's just assume they are.
Yeah.
I'm picking up BTS Storm, who is from Leatherhead.
They're a Leatherhead? They're a slab, Nathan.
They're Leatherhead in, I believe that's Surrey. SRY. Either that or they're sorry.
Yeah.
We're picking up BTS Storm, okay?
Yeah.
And I assume that's a reference to BTS, that K-pop band.
Yeah, well, it would be. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. And I'm sure you know all about them.
I know. I know BTS because as an editor, they have fucked every single search on YouTube when I search for behind-the-scenes content.
Okay, that is how you would know.
Yeah.
Name one BTS song.
Well, they're all Korean, Nathan, so I don't know the titles. No, they're not.
Racism off the bat. Whoa.
I don't know how to pronounce them.
I don't do any of that foreign speak.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Wow.
I don't know any fucking BTS songs or
Bro's
K-pop
voting
songs.
reform is.
No, I'm not. My son is though.
No,
when he can.
Nathan Jr. No. Bro's been radicalized. Anyway, point is, we picked up BTS Storm at a BTS concert. We happened to be taking everyone out to a BTS concert, all the other patrons as well.
Nice
We'll go out for a day trip. We'll go check out a BTS concert.
Yeah.
So the TARDIS, of course, landed just in the middle of the concert, like in the crowd.
Killed someone as well.
Just probably killed a few people.
It flew in Christmas Invasion style, twatting off various mosh pits. Yeah.
Sure. And then we landed, and we had a great time at the concert. And then we ran into BTS Storm, who we was enjoying the concert. And then we kidnapped.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, good.
We put a sack over their heads, and then we all picked them up and carried them inside the TARDIS, and we flew away. And that's how they're with us now. So there we go.
I was about to say, I'm so sorry if your name falls on one of Nathan's goes, but mine aren't better.
No, Lawrence's are arguably worse, I'd say.
They're worse in various different ways.
Well, we'll see.
Nathan, we're also picking up Victo. Now, Victo is from the elusive void of nowhere and nothingness. So we were actually on a food run in the TARDIS, right?
Yes.
We obviously I told you about the cupboards, right? The fucked hinges. We opened it up. The cupboard door fell off. We went, fuck, we got no food.
Beautiful cupboards.
Yeah, so we went to the local shop and we stumbled across the grand unveiling for a brand new cereal called Victo's.
Okay, great. Is this at the local co-op?
Yeah, the local co-op. Yeah, we were there. We landed again in the middle of the co-op. We actually landed on one of the aisles precariously on the roof.
How beautiful.
Yeah, so Victo's were being unveiled, and because we bought so much for all of our companions, of which there are so many now, Victo themselves came to thank us, and then we kidnapped them and brought them in on the TARDIS.
You're just stealing my thing now.
No, I had all the Victo's bit there.
No, you're just stealing my thing now. All right, you can't be doing this.
All right, well then we invited them in. They stayed for adventures and to sponsor the Temu TARDIS and give us cereal.
Oh, sick. We'll put a logo on the door then. We'll put
Take the St. John's sticker off, slap Victo's on.
The Victo's logo on the door. That's sick. All right, cool. Next up is Peter Lambert, who is also from the mysterious and elusive void.
Whoa!
Where no one lives and time does not exist.
Of course.
So Peter Lambert, lamb is a farm. Farm is where animals live. Peter Lambert, we met at the zoo. Okay, we met at the zoo. We took everyone on a day trip to the zoo.
Of course,
okay? And then we was looking at the lions and the gorillas, and we was all like, "Oh, have you seen this thing about like 100 dudes versus a gorilla?"
Yeah, I've seen about this. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this?
100. Right. I haven't actually fleshed out my opinion.
I'll get to you in a second, Peter Lambert.
Yeah. Just wait there and relax, frankly. Right, 100 dudes. Is this a regular gorilla?
One gorilla, 100 men. Okay, 100 men. Average. I think the parameters are both are at peak fitness form, whatever their peak is of man and gorilla.
So 100 Arnold Schwarzeneggers.
No, just random men. But like
triathlon runners,
not like buff, just average men, but like at the peak of what an average man is, but also an average gorilla at the peak of what an average.
I see.
Is,
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So a bunch of average Joes versus an average gorilla, basically.
But a gorilla, though.
Yeah, I know. So this is tough, isn't it?
No weapons, no tools.
That's going to be the downfall of man.
See, that's the thing. People are saying like. The men have it, but I'm like, it's a gorilla.
It's a gorilla. One punch to a gorilla is nothing, but if a gorilla punches you, it's only got to do that 100 times, right?
I don't see a scenario in which the men can win, because how are you gonna kill it? How are you gonna kill a gorilla?
Yeah.
How would you kill a gorilla? No weapons, bare hands.
100. The thing is, right, because the thing is, you could say. If all of the men rush it, right? But you're 100 men deep. You can't all get a hand on that gorilla.
No, you can't.
And you're a disorganized mess.
You could get like 20 at most, maybe.
And gorillas taking 20 men easy.
Gorillas just wildly swinging their fucking giant fists, man, and it's taking you all out.
I don't think anyone realizes how strong a fucking gorilla is. Your skull could be caved in a punch.
Yeah.
Man. The men haven't got it. The gorillas.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think the gorilla will get tired. The gorilla exhaustion is going to play a big factor, I think. But I don't think the men have to do a lot of working together
Yes.
in order to get the gorilla, and I think that's going to be the downfall because
Yeah.
there's no prep on this. There's no communication. You're all just dropped in and ready to go.
Yeah,
okay?
and by the time a leader has emerged and devised a plan, at least 50 are dead already.
100%, and then you don't have the numbers
Yeah.
to make it up.
If with prep time as Batman,
Yeah.
if 100 Batmans versus one gorilla, I think could take it.
No, the gorilla would still.
Still,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fucking prep time bullshit.
so
alright?
I think the official Still Got Legs verdict is the gorilla's taking it every time.
I think that's the same. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, Peter Lambert was there.
Yes, yeah.
And they were actually getting ready to fight a gorilla.
Oh, yes, yes.
Without 100 men, just
Oh,
on their
no,
own.
okay.
And he said, Peter, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
You will instantly be killed. And then Peter said, fuck you. And then I kidnapped him to save his life.
Yeah, well, that's
basically.
honourable, yeah.
Yeah, I think Peter, you're insane.
Yeah.
Come to the TARDIS. You can fight Lawrence. That's basically the same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm big and hairy.
Yes. And then he did, and he killed you.
Oh, well, hang on, no. But then did they take over the podcast then? How does it work?
No, Nathan Jr. takes over.
Ah, okay. So we have to wait a couple of years, or a baby is hosting the show with you.
A baby is hosting the show.
Can't talk. That's fine.
It's me and Nathan Jr. now. So, Nathan, what do you think of this? Goo goo gaga.
Yeah.
What
I
does
shit
old baby
myself.
say?
Yeah.
I just shit myself. That's I want to be funny with this has probably been done, but a baby just like just with the voice of Matt Berry, and then just like saying things a baby would, but in Matt Berry's voice. How you doing today, baby? I've just shit myself.
I've pissed my pants.
I've pissed my pants, father.
Father! That's what I feel like now. I'm just summoned to clean nappies.
Yeah, that's true. That's good stuff.
Nathan, the last person joining us this week on our Team Mutardis is none other than Christina from The Void.
Ooh,
They're also-
Aguilera?
Oh, what?
Aguilera?
Wahula?
Aguilera?
Aguilera?
Christina Aguilera?
Oh, with you now. For some reason, my head went to Aguilar, who is the protagonist of the 2015 Justin Kurzel directed Assassin's Creed movie. Nathan.
Oh, yes. Don't say Justin Kurzel to me. I get PTSD every fucking time.
That's so fair, man. But Macbeth is a goated movie.
No.
You got to revisit it, Nathan, as a modern day cool cinephile.
I never will. I never will.
Macbeth is such a goat, man. Check out that movie, man. Shakespeare and smoke screens.
This is not the place for you to talk about movies, Lawrence. You got to hard out in 7 minutes.
Oh, all right, fine. Oh, we can do that, Christine. Right. Oh, yeah, but I got to leave the door. Oh, my God. Nathan. Christina is from The Void. What actually happened is we had 2 companions previously. I'm sure this is true if you go and look it up. I'm not going to. You can.
All right.
Chris and Tina, Nathan. 2 companions in our TARDIS.
I don't like where this is.
Who actually died on a battle with us, right? They got done in by the Daleks, right?
No.
The Daleks got him, but they were so special to us. But you know, the TARDIS has like the Rose once said, I bring life when she had the TARDIS powers or whatever.
Yeah.
You did that, and you turned into a weird British Nathan as well, and you said, I bring life. But you could only bring one of them back. That's all the TARDIS had the juice for, right? So you went. But your brain was so congested with love for both of them that you brought Chris and Tina back as Christina, an amalgamation of 2 people in one person, who have like traits from both of them now.
Wow.
And they were
crazy,
both
man.
pricks as well. So you really
That is so fucked.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how fucked that is.
It's a fucked scenario, right? But it is what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's good stuff.
There you go. That is good stuff. And now we're really in murky, dark waters here because I don't know how we end the show after this. Do I say
have
something
no
else?
Idea. I have no idea. Genuinely do not know. I don't know. Let's just swing it. Hey, thank you for listening. Check us out next week because we'll be back every Monday at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
There's new episodes of Still Got Legs which go live. Check out the Fishing Trip Files. That comes out every other Wednesday.
That is so true. We're actually here and we
yeah.
can talk about it now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
We put a thing in, but we pre-recorded that thing.
Yeah, everything had been recorded by then.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Genuinely a really good show, by the way.
Bit of fun. Piers, Melina, and Ari getting together every other week to talk Gavin and Stacey. Bit of fun. Check out the Patreon, £5 a month. Get a mug, maybe.
Yeah. Nathan. We'll see everyone next Monday. Stay beautiful, stay sexy, stay loving Doctor Who. Nathan, what should the good people say?
They should. Oh, fuck.
It's a fucking mess.
It's a mess. Oh, look, this is going to be here for a little while, all right, whilst we get back into it. But I love you.
Bye.